Tonight's episode of Life of the Party has been sponsored by Bisou Lovely. Bisou Lovely is a jewellery company inspired by magical girls, and most recently they're releasing a highly anticipated RPG collection. They'll be releasing a Kickstarter for it soon. They do rings and necklaces inspired by different RPG classes. Whether you're a mage or a warrior, you're going to want to have a look at these. They're absolutely gorgeous. Their Kickstarter is launching in the next couple of weeks, so they've asked us just to spread the word around. If you're interested in their jewellery, go to bisoulovely.com via the link in the description below, or check out their socials at bisoulovely, and head over to their RPG collection page where you can set up alerts to hear about the Kickstarter coming soon. We are so excited about this collection, we hope you guys are too, and if you're the same, you can look forward to extended sizes, unisex variants, and colours in both gold and silver. So, get ready to begin your adventure with Bisou Lovely. We want to thank Bisou Lovely so much for sponsoring this episode of Life of the Party. Thank you! Hello and welcome back to Winds of Fortune. I'm R, your Dungeon Master for this evening. Are we ready to go?
Yes, please.
Yes, please! Yes, please! Let the adventure begin! We catch up with Ventus Fortunae in the small town of Pallas, better known as Eel Marsh, in the Western Marches, after pursuing information given to them by the tiefling Anya about the soon-to-be whereabouts of Niklaus Mueller, Icarus' adoptive brother turned pirate smuggler. Upon arrival in Eel Marsh, an odd town full of rumours and curses and wandering undead, the party learned of a shipwreck out in the marshes and a strange illness that had taken anyone who came in contact with it. Unable to get to it past the town's coastal guards to explore the wreck, the party ended up making contact with a local gang called the Bruisers, learning from them that Anya herself was actually a pirate, and that the wrecked ship was Niklaus's, who had abandoned ship to carry out plans of his own. The survivors wanted pardons retrieved from the hull of the wreckage, and the party wanted to stop the monster at the root of the strange illness. Determined and acting reckless, Pandora ventured out alone in the early hours of the morning to cross the flooded marsh before the Coast Guard could arrive, only for her hubris to leave her stuck, sinking quickly into the mud half a mile from the shore, with the nefarious voice of Levistus reaching out and offering to help.
I'm gonna be sick.
Pandora, you hear a voice in your head, curling at your senses, so familiar and so strange at the same time. I can help you. I can save you, child. I am the ice that flows through your veins.
No.
And I can teach you the true meaning of unstoppable power.
No!
Icarus and Maze.
Absolutely.
Oh, we run in. We run in.
The two
Until
of
I'm
you,
within 60 feet of Pandora.
the two of you and Orion make it up to where the coastal path across the marshes starts, and the Coast Guard are there. They're moving ahead too. They don't try and stop you at all. She's still most of half a mile out.
Yep. I can go 90 feet per round.
What? How? Damn.
Action, bonus action, movement.
Damn.
Yeah.
You
You can do 60.
Okay.
You, thinking of nothing else but seeing Pandora out of the window, seeing her sinking into the mud, and hearing her screams now just pelt down the path towards her.
She's screaming.
Pandora, the voice continues. Join with me and I will make you stronger. I can offer you the power you've been so desperately seeking. Like I offered your sister.
No.
And your mother.
No!
For you. Let me bring you home.
My mother would never!
You will transform into the full potential you were born with.
Please stop!
You glance up, you can see through hazy eyes as your body starts to disappear down past your shoulders into the mud. 3 figures pelting it along the marsh road towards you. Distant still, but moving as quickly as they can.
Pandora! Can I see who it is?
Like, make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Looking. Zoning.
You stare, you blink your eyes, the haziness clearing for just a second, and you know your friends so well that you can easily identify the shape of them.
She starts screaming their names. Just running even faster.
As you scream, you hear one more time in your head, "These people cannot save you. They are not worthy of you."
Stop! Stop it!
Icarus and Maze, please both roll me a athletics check.
Okay. Also this bitch, how dare. Oh my god, please, please, please.
14.
14.
Pandora's screams cut off bluntly as her mouth disappears in the mud. By the time you're within 60 feet of her, Maze maybe 20 feet ahead of you, you can only see her eyes disappearing down into the marsh.
Oh my god.
You can see littered all around you now, this far out on this road, these makeshift grave markers in the mud where this has happened to dozens of people in the past. Lost into the dirt, never seen again.
I'm gonna be sick. Okay, as soon as I enter 60 feet, aiming towards where Pandora is, I'm going to cast Wall of Water underneath her to push her up.
Okay. Pandora, you feel underneath you this swelling of water pushing you upwards and out of the mud again. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god. 6.
6. The water pushes her up. How high does it go?
It can be up to, so I'm gonna make it just to like the surface level of the mud.
Pushes Pandora up onto the surface level of the mud. You find yourself coming out of the marsh again, but you're straight down lying on your front, and the flat of your body is a little bit more surface area. You're not sinking quite as fast, but immediately you feel the marsh engulfing around your body once again.
And I'm keeping on running until I'm within 30 feet.
Make me another athletics check.
16.
Okay. Seconds later, you're within 30 feet of her. You can see the mud now creeping around her limbs where she's laying flat on the surface of the marsh.
Water walk on Pandora.
Okay. Pandora, the effect is instantaneous as water walk takes, and it feels like the water in the mud underneath you solidifies and your body just lays there as if on flat, solid ground. You can no longer feel yourself sinking.
Pandora, move out this way! You're safe, you're safe. She starts trying to crawl towards them, just...
I'm gonna throw her a length of
hysterical.
rope to like help pull her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she looks so shaken.
Pull out your rope, sling it out to her.
Grab hold of this.
Tries to grab it.
Grabbing on, crawling forwards. You're terrified of the sensation of the mud sucking you down, but you find every motion you make is on solid ground.
And also, as it's up to 10 creatures I can do it on, I'm going to have done it on all 3 of us just in case.
Okay.
All 4 of us, because Ryan's here as well.
No falling in.
Yeah, she's just absolutely hysterical. Hey, trying to crawl towards you guys. You're okay, we got you, we got you. Come on. Squatting makes way.
You
Your arms.
pull Pandora up onto the path.
Collapse onto my knees and pull Pandora into a huge hug. Grabs onto anyone who's like anywhere near.
It's big group hug.
Yeah.
Big group hug.
Moments later, Orion comes pounding up the path where he'd stopped to tell the guards what you were doing and to give you guys the room to help Pandora, and he would just kneel down and join the hug.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're safe. I'm sorry. We got you. Just holds Pandora for as long as she needs, lets her cry, and he's just like, oh god.
What the fuck?
I don't know what you're apologising for, but it's fine right now.
You're alive!
I'm sorry, Icarus. I'm so sorry.
Hey, it's okay, everything's fine. Everything's okay, I promise, I promise. We've got you, okay? We've all got you.
Hey.
Oh god.
He just clings to you guys.
I hurt him.
Who?
Levistus. He said he was going to help me. Like he helped my sister and my mom.
Nothing's gonna hurt you. Never let anything happen to you.
He said this is what I was born for.
No, Pandora, you get to make that choice.
It sounds like trying to prey on your desperation there.
And that sounds pretty weak of him, so.
You're safe.
I don't want to be like that.
You don't have to be. You don't have to choose to be like that.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
All that matters is that you're okay now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The four of you kneel there until Pandora's panic starts to calm. Orion gets up to quietly apologize to the gods and just say that everything's okay now. He speaks to them for a while off to the side while you're calming Pandora. And when he comes back over, so the good news is they've told us, seeing as we've gotten this far out, we may as well check out the shipwreck. They heard what you did yesterday, helping out all the sick people in the town.
Okay. Pandora reaches for Orion. I'm so sorry, Orion. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just try not to be so reckless. You scared us so much.
Just thought I had to be better. I had to prove myself.
To who?
Everyone. To me.
Ron's going to take your face in his hands and he looks you in the eye. Pandora, you've never needed to prove yourself to any of us, okay? If you feel like you need to prove yourself for your sake, I get that. But to us, we love you. Okay? Exactly like you are now. Exactly like you've always been.
And hey, if you want to prove yourself to yourself, then that's fine, but we're here to back you up, okay?
I'm not okay. I haven't been okay for a long time. And I'm sorry I've taken it out on you guys.
I think I'm pretty guilty of that too, so. It's okay. I'm sorry too.
We've all been dealing with stuff differently. It's been hard, but we just need to lean on each other a bit more.
Just wouldn't let myself admit it, but I'm not okay.
That's the first step to healing.
I'd be more surprised if you had been okay. Right.
Okay.
Should we go check out the shipwreck together?
Yeah.
Maybe kill some monsters. That would feel good.
That'll feel great.
Some of that stress out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This spell I cast on all of us should last about an hour.
Okay.
So no.
Yeah. And then can we please get off this?
Yes, we definitely can.
Huh.
We just check out the shipwreck. See if this monster's gone. If not,
Kill it.
put it down.
Yeah.
No one else gets sick. We get out of here.
Yeah. Find what these people are looking for and get your information.
Are you able to cast that spell again, Icarus, if any of us get scratched or?
Yes.
get sick from it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still can, don't worry.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Coast Guard start heading back down towards the path to stop anyone else coming this way. And the four of you turn the other way. Walk sort of the last quarter mile up towards the next bit of land where you can see the shipwreck.
And do I not take anyone's hands who was
Icarus will hold your hand.
Everybody holds Pandora.
Yeah.
Everybody holds it. Orion links tails, got a hand.
Yeah.
And you make your way up onto the spit of marshland across the water from Eel Marsh. The air hangs heavily here, thick clouds of fetid steam choking up from the boggy ground. Twisted plants and sickly shades of grey and brown and green tangle underneath your feet, making the path hazardous, causing burrs to cling to your damp clothes, sticking into the filth that's all over Pandora. The smell is putrid, insects buzz and a stout toad croaks wetly from somewhere amongst the reeds. Around you, everywhere, vegetation rots, and black-bowed trees twist up out of the dirt. You can taste the stink of decay on your tongue, tickling the back of your throat, making you gag. Gnats hum around you in droves, landing on your exposed skin, stinging you relentlessly. Water swishes inside your shoes. Every now and then, the path gets a little squishier underfoot. You think maybe if you didn't have water walk up, you might be losing a shoe or two trying to walk along this space. The mud sort of spits up from around your footprints, catches on your trousers. You're all covered in it by the time you reach the shipwreck, your hair sticking to your skin with your sweat, leaving you feeling clammy and sullied.
Hate it. I hate
The
it.
worst.
As you approach, the hulking monolith of the shipwreck appears out of the putrid mist. Run aground in the thick, guzzling mud, a husk of a cargo ship groans and creaks in the early morning air. Condensation drips languidly down its hull, its bow buried in 3 foot of sludge. A nameplate, its paint chipped away and flaking, reads, "The Good Fortune."
Ha. Ha ha ha.
Ha!
As you traverse the boggy ground around the side of the boat, you see a gaping hole in its midship. Though whether it had been broken apart by the rocks or torn open from the inside, it's difficult to tell. As you approach the gaping hole in the side of the ship, thinking, if you can climb in that way, perhaps you can reach the captain's cabin and find these letters of pardon that you were told were in there, or maybe you'll find the monster hiding out inside. You hear a guttural, bizarre, alien croaking sound coming from on top, where the deck is slanted.
Oh dear.
Toad you laughed at.
Yeah, it's come for revenge.
You see one huge form at first, crouched down on all fours, but as it sort of leans forward, obviously examining you for your presence,
God.
it stands onto its back legs, maybe 8 foot tall,
Oh no!
huge bipedal frog. You see long, sharp claws and a wide mouth filled with pointed teeth, a huge, lumpy head. The eyes are sort of misaligned on its head, one where you think it would be on a creature like this, one sort of down and to the side.
Ew.
It's more than human size. You see huge muscular shoulders and then like skinny forearms where the skin is wrapped around the bone. It lets out another monstrous, and you see 2 more emerging from behind the ship. No! I would like you to roll initiative.
Shit.
Great.
Thank God for advantage.
Pandora?
7.
7.
Oh, baby.
Great. Icarus?
Natural 20, 23.
Oh yeah!
And Mace?
15.
15.
Love a hasted action.
Love a hasted action.
Icarus, you are up first as you see these 2 creatures prowling out from behind the ship. The one you look up on top of the ship in the mist sort of greyish looking, but seeing the other two, they're clearly like pillar box red on their skin. One of them is coming at you faster than the other. You're up first.
Okay. So we get 2 actions, don't I?
You do indeed, because you've got an extra 20.
Nice.
1 bonus action, 1 movement, 2 actions.
Cool. I am going to summon my spiritual weapon
Okay.
next to the one on the ship.
Okay, great.
Hopefully to distract it, I'll be like, oh, look over here! And so that will make an attack on that thing.
So that's your spell.
Just 22 to hit.
22 hits, yep.
7 force damage.
7 force damage, okay.
So the spiritual weapon that looks like Loracai's sword is just going to coalesce in the air next to this creature and just do a slice in against its side. Then whichever of these red Kermits is coming at me,
It's violence against Kermit.
I'm going to use first level guiding bolt on.
Come on, guiding bolt.
Please.
Come on, guiding
I
bolt.
just want it to work once, dude.
Just once.
Just one
You know.
fucking time. Rude. It's a 10.
10 to not hit, I'm afraid.
Nice.
This spell is so mean.
You just need to get rid of guiding bolt.
I
It's so
hate
cursed.
it.
It's so good when it works.
And there's no reason why it should work less than any other spell.
It just hasn't.
Your dice just think it's a laugh.
Honestly. So I just summon a spiritual weapon, shoot a guiding bolt towards the second one, it goes wide and it's like, okay. And so using water walk, I'm just going to charge at this one that's charging at me.
Okay.
And take a swipe with my great sword. Pull my great sword out from its sheath on my back and just swipe down at it.
Go for it. Roll your attack.
That's a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 2d6. It's 11 slashing damage.
Okay. 11 slashing damage. You sort of carve along one of its sides, leave a huge gaping wound there as you hit it with your greatsword.
I think we found the source of the problem.
What the hell are those things?
We need him dead.
Do any of us know what they are, or have read about anything like this, or?
I would say everybody roll a nature check.
5.
That's a crit 22.
Dirty 20.
I'm just like, frog!
None of you.
Oh!
Even with a crit.
Yeah.
A crit.
Okay. You carve your greatsword into the side of this one, and it immediately lunges forward and tries to bite you.
Be careful!
You manage to pull your shoulder back. The teeth miss you. The 2 hands with these foot-long claws just go to slash at you. 1, 2.
Bad.
Grand.
One of those is only a 13,
Nope.
but the other one is a 22.
That hits.
Okay. You're going to take just 5 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
but can you make a Constitution saving throw?
No. I would rather not. I hate it! That's a natural 1, 4!
God!
I hate that. Oh, I really don't like that. Fuck that guy. Okay, I'm gonna use my fucking reaction on this dude then.
Okay.
Can it make me a dex 13 save for me, please?
Christ.
As it slashes onto me, and I guess something courses through my body, so I just lightning back.
So this is a spell save.
Yeah. Because it's Wrath of the Storm.
Nope, that's a
Dex saving throw.
It's not a spell save.
No,
Yeah,
cool.
it's just an ability.
Oh, but it is a magical effect. Okay. 11.
Yeah, so it takes full damage of lightning. Ooh, tasty. Of 13 lightning damage.
Nice. The lightning bursts forward out of Icarus' chest and like crackles over this thing. It doesn't look like it takes too much damage.
Don't let it hit you. Huh.
Great advice.
That felt awful.
No.
I think.
You think?
God told me to roll a con check, dude. I don't know.
Nothing feels different.
Oh god.
Oh God.
The one on the top of the ship is going to jump down away from the spiritual weapon. Yeet, directly towards Maze in the middle.
Hello.
Just bounces down like this huge meaty frog-like legs, lands in front of Maze. It is going to, like the other one, try and bite with its teeth first.
Okay.
Does that 26 hit?
Yeah, 26 hit. Get you.
So, just as you say, don't let it get you, and Maze turns towards you. The other one, which looked grey on the top, you can see quite clearly now is blue. Just clamps its teeth down into Maze's shoulder.
No! That's on you, man.
You're going to take 13 points of piercing damage.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay. And then it's going to swipe at you with one of its claws,
Okay.
which is 23.
Yeah, Christ.
For 10 points of slashing damage.
Oh!
And can you make me a constitution saving throw?
I can certainly try.
Oof.
15?
Just makes it.
Okay.
Oh,
is
one of
it?
its claws.
Oh my god.
That one doesn't hit.
Okay, thank god.
The first one strikes you, and sort of the force of you lunging backwards in pain. The second one misses you.
God. Lisa Simpson her dinner mean.
It is Orion's turn.
Go on, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
You.
You know what? He's just seen this one slash into Maze. He is going to position himself so he can throw out a 15-foot cone of thunder wave without hitting his friends. Oh no, it's a 15-foot cube. I always
Yeah,
forget.
it just goes out in
In
all
which case he
directions.
has to like
You can
Does it
center
go
it like
this way?
yeah, just
Yeah.
sort of swings around to let out a thunder wave.
He walks off the forbidden zone of the map.
as he goes through. It's like you have to return or you will be sent back to the screen.
Beware, only monsters lie beyond here.
So it gets advantage on the save.
Oh, grand.
Oh no, my everything.
Definitely makes it, but it'll still take half damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Still does 6 points of damage. Maze's turn.
I've been frogged.
You've been frogged.
I've got no one to flank with from here, so bonus action, insightful fighting.
Okay.
I need a deception check from the frog.
Charisma -1 on the frog.
How deceitful is that frog?
2.
Hell yeah.
15.
Get it.
Get it, Maze.
And then I will take a swing with my sword. Get back.
Get in, Trey.
Oh no. 11.
11 does not hit, I'm afraid.
That-
You clock the frog, but you put too much of your energy into trying to read the frog's emotions, and it just sort of ducks out of the way of your swing.
Cool. I'm just here now.
Okay, but you have insightful fighting on
But
it.
have insightful fighting on it.
Pandora.
I can't see where the other one is.
It's behind like things. So.
Are they all like? If I were to put something in the middle of them, would
They
they
are-
be in a 20-foot sphere?
Yeah, they're 10 feet apart.
Cool.
Yeah, those two.
Okay. She's gonna like gather up all of the hurt and sadness and anger and hatred that's just been in her for months, and rub her hands together and fling out a tiny ball of acid like in the middle of them, and it explodes out into a vitriolic sphere, like sculpting around her friends. Can they all make dexterity saving throws?
Nice. Okay, those will all be at advantage because it's a spell.
Yep.
So,
My everything.
Half damage though.
blue one first.
Okay.
Oh, that was a dex save, yeah?
Yes.
11.
Fail.
Oh,
Nice.
good boys.
5.
Fail.
And then the third one. 6.
Fail. Oh
my
God. So
This is what she deserves.
can I have some more d4?
Yeah, you can.
Oh my god, of course you can.
Yeah, take what you need.
Thank you. So they all take 10 d4s of acid damage.
See.
This is really hard to roll. Okay, so
Oh my god, I see so many 4s.
25 points of acid damage, and they all take 5d4s. When is it? At the end of their turn.
Okay.
So yeah, they will take another 5d4s of acid damage.
25 to start with.
Yep.
It was my pleasure, honestly.
I really need to get some more d4s out for that.
The first one up against Icarus, you see like a significant portion of its skin starting to burn off.
Yes.
It looks a little rough.
Nice. Yes.
However, the other one is going to, ignoring Icarus, bounce over the broken cage towards Pandora. Charges up, and what's it gonna do? It's gonna bite and then give it the old 1-2.
Bite and slash.
So the bite is 21 to hit.
Shield.
Nice.
Yes, bitch.
So that puts your AC up to
21.
nice. Well, then it still hits.
Then it still hits.
Oh damn. Oh, my maths was off.
You don't actually use shield.
Cool. I will not use shield.
Okay. Yeah. So clamps down onto Pandora. And its teethies for 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And with you clamped down in its teeth, it goes to claw at you. One of which is only a 13,
Fail.
but the
Doesn't
other
hit.
one is 22.
Yep, that'll hit.
So it's going to do another 7 points of piercing damage. And can you make me a Constitution saving
Oh, I
throw?
love my +1 con.
No. Oh, baby.
That's a 6.
Okay. Back to the round.
It takes damage.
It does take damage.
It does take damage
It will
at the end of
take-
its turn.
Yes. $14 points of acid damage.
Nice. Okay. Icarus.
Okay. So spiritual weapon, I'm going to summon it to behind this fellow.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to fly in, start slashing against the one that's in front of me now.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to make that as my bonus action.
Bonus.
Bonus. Yeah. No, that's a 9. No,
9 does not hit.
No. And I'm just okay. For my action, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians on myself at 4th level.
Get it!
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice.
More damage.
So that's a 15-foot cube around me, sphere around me.
So that hits the one in front of you and the other red one.
Yes, because it's 1, 2, 3 squares out from me.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it's going to be these nereids will start like coming up and splashing around Icarus
Out the mud.
out of the mud, like giggling and laughing and just like spiraling up the creatures that are there, and in there as well as like some shadowed figures that look very, very similar to Lorelei and Damon.
Oh! No!
Rude.
Absolutely no!
Okay, so they have to make a concept.
Wisdom saving was 13.
saving. Still advantage, still a spell, right?
Yep, that's fine.
Get mad.
First one's a 13.
That makes it.
Yeah.
So I get half though.
And the second one's higher.
Okay, this will take half damage.
Something.
Also, yeah, 16, 21 of radiant damage.
So
10.
10.
Pretty tight.
10 on both. Okay, you see the radiant damage like strike out where their skin is already burning with acid. The one in front of you is angry now.
Understandable.
You see, after you hit it, some of the skin starts to heal up again.
No!
Pardon?
No. Which one did you say that one was? Was it all of them doing that, or like
It's on each of the
Takes
turns.
damage.
Oh, okay.
It started its turn, it needs to roll a...
Oh, a spirit guardian.
Immediately again.
Okay, so it heals 10 hit points, but now it has to make a save. Say 16.
8, 9, 10... Maths, I fucking hate maths. 16, 21 again?
Yeah.
Cool. So it loses 10 hit points and it just
Nice.
heals.
And yeah, its speed and the other red one's speed are halved in the area.
Nice. Okay. It's gonna give it the old 1, 2, 3.
Uh-oh.
Row.
So
Does it get
that's
damage off yours as
It
well?
will at the end of its
Oh,
the bite is 21.
that hits,
Ouch.
motherfucker.
Lad.
Ouchies, ouchies.
And then we've got a 24 on the first claw. And an 18 on the second. No, 17 on the second claw.
The second one doesn't hit.
Okay, so 1 claw and 1
One
chomp. So the chomp damage is 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And claw damage is 6.
Okay.
No contact.
God. It'll take 5d4s of acid damage as this acid burns through its gross, awful skin.
Awful.
Awful. 6, 8, 10, 13 points of acid damage.
Okay. So as you see it trying to heal up again, like the burst of radiant energy from Spirit Guardians just forces that skin sort of explode off it again, and the acid continues to burn through its like nasty flesh.
I need to make saves, don't I, for my...
Yeah,
concentration.
concentration.
So I got advantage on my con saves for concentration. So 12
Yeah.
for one of them. Oh no, wait, plus 15, so 15. And then higher on the other one.
Fantastic. The blue one in front of me.
Hi.
Okay. What's it gonna do?
The 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
The chomp slash slash.
I can relate to this.
It's like
It can do one thing.
Chomp slash slash.
So natural one on the bite.
Nice.
You've seen this once now. You bring your sword up and like catch it in the
Absolutely not.
teeth before it can bite down.
Bad.
And then 1 claw on you. That's a 27.
Yeah.
11 points of slashing damage.
Uncanny dodge.
And can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Certainly. 17.
17. Okay. You can see it looking frustrated. It's going to try and bring the other claw down on you.
Okay.
It's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Fuck. I've wasted my uncanny dodge.
So 8, 16, 21 points of damage. And can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
It maze looks pretty rough.
Oh no.
Shit.
Down below half the hit points.
Oh god.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Okay.
It will take 5d4s of acid damage.
Okay. Again, you see it starting to heal up as the acid damage takes again.
Absolutely not.
You refuse.
5, 9, 13 points of acid damage.
Nice. You just damage it more than it healed. Okay, Orion's turn.
Oh, buddy.
Seeing Maze getting slightly wrecked here. You know what? He gets 2 attacks per action. He just summons his double-bladed scimitar into his hand and just goes at it with both blades.
Flank.
Advantage.
It's flanked.
It's flanked now.
Mad flanked.
Get it, lad.
Glad for the advantage. That's way over 20.
What about second attack?
What about second attack?
At advantage.
I do love an advantage.
He sort of carves both blades of the scimitar, flipping from one to the other into the back of this thing.
Nice.
Seems to do a bit of damage.
Okay.
Maze, you're up.
Gonna take an advantage swing at it now that I've got a friend. Looks at Orion very appreciatively.
Got a friend in teeth.
22.
That definitely hits.
Get it.
25 points of slashing damage. And yeah, I'll use my bonus action to give another attack. 21
Excuse me.
for 2 points of slashing damage.
It's still good.
Still something.
It's still good.
Okay. You, using the fact that Orion's distracting it with the double-bladed scimitar, just swipe him with your own. Give it the old 1-2.
Thanks, Orion.
No problem. The look on his face says, problem. Pandora.
She's gonna centre this again in the middle of them so it will get all of them in a 20-foot sphere. She's gonna reach into her pack and throw out black powder up into the air, click her fingers and ignite it into a fireball.
Oh, that's going to get all 3. Yep.
And again, missing everyone else, sculpting around everyone.
Is that Dex save?
Yes, it is.
Sexy, sexy, sexy.
Okay, blue one first. That is a 20. Does 20?
Yeah, that will succeed. But it will take half.
Red one on you. That is both cocked. Ooh.
Bizarre.
13.
Fail.
And other one is a 12.
Both fail.
So both the red ones fail.
Yeah, so blue one will take half damage. And baby girl can re-roll ones because it's a fire damage.
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, right. 32 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
And the blue one takes half.
Unfortunately, it doesn't do as much as you'd hoped.
Oof. Oh, good. My everything.
Yeah, it doesn't take as much as you want it to, but it still seems to deal a significant chunk of damage, especially to the one in front of Icarus, which is looking pretty rough.
Good.
Let's get it down, let's get it down.
Just one down at least.
The one on Pandora is in the Spirit Guardians.
Okay, so 17. That's a 19.
19, so 9. Okay, it takes 9 points of radiant damage, and then it's going to move out of the Spirit Guardians, because these things are not stupid.
Like round Pandora?
Yes, around Pandora.
Flankety flank.
And put bite towards Pandora, of course. Bite.
Chomp that ass.
That's an 8.
Nope.
He's going to swipe 1 claw at Pandora and 1 at Maze. So Pandora and Maze. Those are both 17s, so they're both 23.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nasty.
D8. Pandora. That is going to be 10 points of piercing damage.
God. It will take, as it swipes down on her, like, the blood that it draws ignites, and it'll take a d4 of fire damage. 4 fire damage.
So 2.
Okay.
And then on Maze, that is 10 points of piercing damage.
Maze looks rough.
Uh-oh.
And can you make me a Constitution saving throw? Yes.
18.
18. Okay. Constitute.
Apparently.
Mace is like, not whatever this is. We are back to the top of the round.
Cool.
So bonus action, spiritual weapon on this creature. It's a natural 1, it's not going to hit. And then I'm going to use my action to... So basically, it looks really rough right now, the one right in front of me.
Looks pretty rough, yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to reach forward and like backhand it and cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh, nice.
Just at like third level. No, first level. Just at first level, just a sneaky, like,
get out of the way.
Get it. Please.
Get it.
I want to use my inspiration to get advantage.
Yes!
Thank you. So that's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Thanks, Cord.
Thanks, Cord, baby. 3d10s.
A crash of thunder happens somewhere.
Cool.
24.
24
necrotic damage.
Yeet. Okay, for the first time you feel like the damage that you've just dealt does the full strength of what you were trying to do.
Necrotic, huh?
It just shrivels down to nothingness. You backhand it with Inflict Wounds, and where your hand strikes across its disgusting froggy face, it just shrivels into like a tired husk on the ground.
Gone?
Awful.
Necrotic damage. They can't stand necrotic.
Okay.
Pandora's favourite thing. Lucky day.
Okay, you are out of the game, Red Star number 1.
And I guess I'll just use my action to get myself into
Your movement.
my movement. Sorry,
Hello.
movement in. To so that would be like 5, 10.
You can get around to flank that one if you want.
15, 20.
Yep.
And it gets both of those in my Spirit Guardians.
Nice.
So now I have to roll because they're stuck because I just entered it.
Yeah, so you have to roll a wisdom save.
Yeah.
So it's blue one. That's a 9.
Whoa.
Good, it failed.
And the red one. That is a 16.
Cool. So with my spirit guardians, it can do either necrotic or.
That depends on
Radiant.
your alignment.
Oh yeah, never
Yeah.
mind. I'm too good for this.
So, 20.
20 on the blue one. Oh. That one's looking pretty rough.
Nice.
The other one goes down.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah!
F.
Get.
F you sled.
Slade. Just as you run in, the spirit guardians like whip through it and a blast of radiant light that explodes the husk of it.
Nice.
Just the blue one left on the field. It's its turn.
I made all this map.
And it needs to make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah, because it's
Yeah.
starting its turn in my spirit guardians.
Get it. Get it.
16.
It makes it so half damage. 10, 16, 17, 18.
9. Okay. Still up. It sees this isn't going well for it.
Don't be dead. Try and escape.
It's going to take another chomp towards Maze, who's not looking strong, because that feels sensible on its behalf, and misses. And then it's going to try and charge back towards the husk of the ship.
Opportunity attack.
Opportunity attacks for you and Orion.
At advantage because we were flanking it.
Yes.
25.
Yep, roll damage.
5.
5.
So good.
Okay. It's still up on its feet. You can see it's like limping and struggling slightly. Definitely has decided that it's overpowered here as it sneaks away. But you've done a significant chunk of damage.
How much movement can it have?
It has 30 feet.
Okay, so 5, 15, 20.
Could get that on there.
So it's back on the ship.
Yeah. Orion's turn. Orion is going to pull out a potion and feed it to Maze.
Oh!
You're looking pretty rough, bud. That's gonna be the whole action. So
Maximum. Is it a regular?
yeah, so it's
10.
2d4 plus 2?
yeah 10. Feeds you a potion for 10 hit points back.
Oh.
Thanks. As his action.
It's like,
You just have a romantic moment on the field.
it was less weird when I was like doing it to Pandora when she was unconscious. When you're doing it to a conscious person, it's just like getting bottle
He
fed.
dips you and bottle feeds you.
Orion.
Okay. That is going to be his turn. I don't think he has a bonus action. He does not. Okay. Maze.
I mean, I've done one successful attack. I might as well pursue it and be spicy. And if it was in my melee range and moved its full feet away, surely I can get back in its melee range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Go on, you spicy rogue.
You charge forward, you jump onto the husk of the ship and scramble up.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That hits.
$27 points of damage.
Ooh, you have the floor.
Yeah, Maze!
Yes!
Just
As it's sort of there, like croaking and being gross, just run it through its ugly mouth.
Pierce its like little bullfrog bit.
Yeah.
bad. You see Maze
Awful.
scramble up the ship and this thing like open its wretched mouth full of sharp teeth. Maze just like letting out a yell, sword right through its face. And then it falls slump. Slides off the sword and flops down onto the deck of the broken ship.
What is that?
No idea.
We shouldn't let our guard down just in case there's other ones
Yeah.
of these things around.
Is everyone okay?
Maze? Used to be.
Yeah, probably, but
I'm fine. You guys okay?
it felt kind of gross.
Inspecting scratches and stuff.
Make a medicine check.
I'm good at those.
I
I'm not. That's a nat 1.
That's a 12.
3.
May I also look?
Yeah.
11.
11.
Shame.
You look like you've been slashed up with sharp claws.
I hate it here.
I hate it.
Okay, let's have a look around this place. Have a look at these creatures.
Yeah.
You find the dust settles, the flies start buzzing around you again,
Yeah.
and these 3 carcasses, one like burned out from the inside with radiant energy, one shriveled with necrotic energy, and the other one just soared through the brain. Just lie there. What do you do?
Investigate the ship.
Yeah.
I'm going for those pardons.
Yeah, and anything else that might be weird on
Yeah,
this
just see
ship.
like what is going on out here.
You make your way forwards, and you sort of pick across the marsh. The water walk's still working, so you can easily get up to the hole inside the ship. You step in through the broken wood, and inside, the good fortune is dark and daunting. What little of the dawn light reaches in from outside highlights a scene of destruction laid before you. Barrels of supplies are overturned, their contents are strewn violently throughout the interior of the ship. Oil lanterns lay smashed on the ground or broken in their sconces. You see blood splatters, bits of flesh, now going nasty after a few days. Flies buzz around rotting food, and a pervasive drip punctuates the silence as wine leaks from broken bottles. Claw marks and dried blood tell the tale of what happened here, and you can see where the large crate containing the monster was first positioned, and from what you've seen outside sinking into the mud, thrown out of the hulk of the ship as one of those creatures. You suppose it doesn't look big enough to have held all 3 of them, but one of them must have burst forward out of it.
Where did the other 2 come from? They said it was just one.
But they said that some of the people who were out here, like, turned into?
I don't like that.
No.
Right?
We should see if there's any evidence of who these people were and take the news back. Anyway, let's have a look around.
Yeah.
I'm gunning for these pardons.
Okay. Apart from that, make an investigation check.
That's a crit.
18.
So
17.
22.
You're all gunning for them. Okay. You're sort of picking around. I'd say between you and Orion will be outside, keeping watch, making sure there are no more of these things. But between the 3 of you, you can pick up about 70 gold.
Ooh.
Nice.
In like bits and pieces, but I'll just call it 70. You can pick up 2 unbroken bottles of grog. It doesn't look like there's much in the way of nice quality stuff here, but you find your way quickly. Icarus first, knowing the ships pretty well. You 2 just after him.
I know
To
ships.
to a door that goes back to a private cabin. It's kind of in a 45-degree angle where the broken hull of the ship is sunk into the mud now. But you can pick your way up it, like hold on to the wood and pull yourself forward through the doorway, like lean back against the slanted wall. And there is, fixed to the middle of the floor in here, a desk. And searching around a little further, you see, clearly fallen off the desk, now in a corner, a metal lockbox, about like a foot across.
Okay. I'm gonna check it for traps.
Make an investigation check.
16.
16, it doesn't seem to be trapped, it does seem to be locked. And there does seem to be something not mundane to the lock.
Maze, can you get this open?
Sure. Give it a go. What's my dex plus proficiency,
Yeah.
right?
Go on, magical lockpick.
Plus 7. 18.
18, it's a complicated lock. It doesn't seem to be arcane, but it's not something you've picked before. You reckon you could probably take some time with it and get it open?
Yeah. Or do you mind just giving me a little bit of a boost?
Oh, sure. I believe in you. Cord believes in you, buddy.
Size, guidance.
Also, Orion gets 17 gold, 50 silver.
Oh, bless you.
Oh,
5 silver.
much better.
Ooh.
30.
Ooh! 30, oh yeah. So you slap Maze on the shoulder with guidance and they sort of settle down to unpick it. You get it open. In the meantime, while Maze is working on that, you can look through papers and stuff strewn about the room, climb up the steep 45-degree angle to the desk and like lean on that instead, flick through things.
Don't go through the drawers, anything, any information.
I won't make you roll another check for it because you rolled so high on your investigation check. You find notes to a quartermaster Hale detailing the bruisers as the delivery destination for the cargo. Everything is written very much like if you found it and you didn't know what was going on, you couldn't possibly understand it. Saying that they would take it onwards to its final destination.
Do I recognise the name Quartermaster Hale?
Means nothing to you.
Interesting.
Does it suggest where the final destination is or not?
Somewhere north in a large city.
That like
Narrows it down.
Yeah.
Not by
that
much.
vague, huh?
Yeah. You also find a map with a location marked in the ocean, with a note saying to meet there after the delivery, and a few quick plans detailing their intentions to overthrow a prison vessel from Erin called the Captivity.
Where can we tell like whereabouts in the ocean it is? By like any navigation tools
Mr.
or
Navigator.
knowledge that you might have.
I'd say it's a clear enough map. It's a map meant for navigation at sea, without making you roll a check. If you sat down with this and navigation tools, you could work out where it's intended to meet.
Okay.
According to these notes to Quartermaster Hale, 4 crewmates imprisoned on the ship will be spreading rumours that they are staging a riot and plan to overwhelm the guards and take the ship for themselves. This matches up with what Anya suggested to you, that some of them gave themselves over to prison in Erin, which was one of the last things she remembered. They will be heading to the prison colony of Archeneos under the guise of being an official vessel to siege it from the inside. And the notes go on to point out that with over 400 prisoners on the ship, they basically accrued a small army.
Damn.
I can't remember if we went over this last time or not, but do any of us know what Archeneos is?
I think all 3 of you rolled for it and you 2 got it and Maze didn't. It made sense.
Yeah.
Archeneos is an island sort of northwest of Erin that belongs to the Irani region, which is essentially just a prison colony. It's just a city that is a prison.
They want to overthrow Archeneos. And if anyone got out of there and just made their way back to the mainland,
It would be chaos.
yeah.
We need to get this back to Pesach.
The notes go on to point out that Niklaus will join them when the captivity is more than a day's sail from Erin, and that's the specification, when it's more than a day's sail away. And that the prison guard with whom they're working on the ship is called Vice Captain Dracon, who's working on the captivity by the looks of things. As they're going over this maze, you just very carefully pick open this lock. It takes a while. It's like strange pins, definitely a sort of puzzle lock, not to be gotten into without the right key. And it pops open. Inside, there's 3 pieces of parchment, all rolled together with a purple ribbon around them, and nothing else.
What are the pieces of parchment?
You take them out.
Yeah.
You remove the ribbon, and you unroll them. And you see 3 pardon letters with blank spaces for the names and the dates that read, "This letter grants a full pardon of all criminal charges accrued by 1 blank space for name on or before the date of blank space for date in the region of Erin. Signed by 1 High Councillor Hammond with an official stamp."
Oh my god.
This is why Icarus was going for it.
wanna see?
You could put anyone's name in there.
We could.
We could go home.
Yeah. Huh.
Like, I don't know how any of us would know, but like, can we tell if the signature's genuine? Or whether it's been forged?
Stamp's probably pretty legit.
It's,
I have proficiency in a forgery kit.
you can make an investigation check.
And
Say-
add proficiency.
Add proficiency just to be certain.
Natural 1.
Great.
Natural 1. I mean, you don't see anything that stands out as forgery.
None of it looks fake.
We could go home.
What's the right thing to do here?
I don't know.
You'll sort of sit there for a long moment of heavy consideration over what you're holding. And the silence is only broken by Orion poking his head into the hull of the ship and saying, "Is everything okay in here?"
Can we get another opinion?
Yeah.
Sure. He'll scramble up into the slightly sideways captain's cabin and lean on the wall as well. What's going on?
Nice.
Show him the blank pardons.
We'll look them over and then look up at the three of you. This is amazing.
I don't need that. You could keep that for Damon.
I was just gonna say there's not enough for all of us, but...
I'm going home. Home. If Peshek's already working towards clearing our names anyway, by the time I'm done dealing with Oni stuff in Vishima, then I might be fine. But if you guys want to go to your actual home, then Damon deserves this more.
We need to speak to Peshek anyway, because, like, if they're planning on breaking out of Archeneos...
Yeah.
Keep these safe. Just put them somewhere safe.
And we'll put them in her bag.
So that he there's no question of it on his face. If the decision is between the three of you keeping these
And actual criminals.
or passing them off to pirates. Come on.
I can see my family. I can see my dad.
And what's this about Archeneos?
There's a plan to overthrow a prison ship that's making its way to Archeneos.
400 prisoners strong,
Yeah.
so they can siege it from the inside.
Mass riot.
We have to tell Peshek.
Yeah, no, definitely. The Klaus is meeting the ship a day into its course.
Do you want to follow it?
I'm
Follow that lead?
yeah.
The only thing is, it means that it takes us... We need to go to Aaron to do it.
Yeah, or we go to this coordinate where the boat's going to.
Yeah.
Well, Peshek was getting your ship anyway, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's gonna have to meet you somewhere near Aaron anyway.
Is there anything else we need in here, or anything else anyone has found?
The only thing I want to do is I just want to check over the creatures.
Yeah.
Because if they were transporting one, then its parts could be worth something or useful for something. So I just want to check them over. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I got bad news on that.
What?
The blue one up on the ship, I didn't see whether the other one did, but it just disintegrated into...
Pandora's gonna rush out and try and see what's going on.
You rush back outside, and you can see immediately up on the deck where Maid's left, the blue one is just nothing. Oh shit. The other two, the shriveled husk is still there, and the other one just sort of over the bump of the marsh is still there as well, although it's quickly sinking into the mud.
Quick, don't let it sink.
You're gonna try
Pull it out.
and
Pull it out.
You're gonna sort of pull its ugly body back up onto the land.
Pandora's gonna try and examine the claws to see if there's like any venom on them or like anything else we can glean from it, because don't like these scratches we had.
Well,
And it was making
other
people
people are
sick.
sick.
Yeah.
Maze will examine the mouth and just in general to look if there's anything that could be of use.
Okay. I say make medicine checks on the creatures.
Do you think if you kiss it, it'll turn into a handsome prince?
Do you want to try?
No, you're the one there, man.
6.
Ooh, 23.
23. I say from the damage they've taken, you're looking at over and that you just have no idea what could even be of value.
I mean, it's really ugly.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Could make a good mask.
Oh, I could make a good mask.
23. Looking at the one that hasn't shriveled into sort of necrotic nothingness, you examine the claws over really, really carefully, and you almost miss it. But at the very tips of these long hooked claws, there's like a tiny hole in them, and you sort of take it apart with the tip of your sea blade, and looking through it, even though you don't understand the anatomy, it looks like there's some sort of glands on the inside of the claw.
Claw glands.
Awful. Maze, Icarus, come here, please. Orion, did you get scratched?
Not at all.
She's gonna try and just examine them all to like see anything now that she's seen this on the claws. Just
Make another medicine check on them,
please, please.
and just
18.
18. You look over the different wounds, and you don't see anything unusual.
What's going on? What did you find?
There's something on these claws, like there's like a gland or something on them.
Oh.
Like I don't know if it's like poison or like I don't know what it is, but
We saw those people getting sick. I don't want to even take a chance.
Just be precautionary.
Yeah, I'll just cast on us just to be sure, just to be safe.
you got enough for that? Like
Have 1 4th level spell slot, 2 3rd level, and 1 2nd level. So I've got 4 spell slots I can use for lesser restoration.
Are you just going to cast it 4 times as a precautionary measure? Very fair enough. You cast it 4 times. I'd say you find casting it over Maze and Orion. I can imagine the magic can sort of, you feel the sensation of it doing something. It does nothing. It casts, but it doesn't do anything.
Okay.
To you and Pandora, you feel just the faintest sensation of something being snuffed out inside of you.
I don't mention that. I don't mention that whatsoever. I'm just like, okay, that's done. That's
so awful.
Like a pinprick size sensation. It's like traveling inside you.
okay. I think we should be okay.
Thank you. Don't you fucking put eggs in us.
With that, there seems to be nothing else to do out here at the wreck. You can search around a little longer, but you find nothing else to inspect. No evidence of who these people were. You assume that perhaps one of them must be the person in the town who turned into a monster that you were told about. Another one, maybe a member of the crew, if these creatures attacking was turning people into monsters. And one of them, surely the creature that came out of the cage.
Okay. Before we go, if we're done with them, gonna shove them into a swamp.
Nice.
Just get rid of them.
Yeah, just shove the bodies in.
Okay, how long have we got on your spell, Icarus, before we need to be back?
Oh, an hour.
So probably like 45 minutes still.
Okay.
No, we should head back. But
Yeah.
we'll be safe doing it.
Yeah. Like, can we get off this, please?
We can walk leisurely.
Or a bit faster.
Yeah.
Fast is good.
You
Brisk.
make your way back off the swampy marsh onto like the stone path, and the tide is long, far out now. Sort of keep your eyes down, don't look around you at the environment as you cross Pandora. As you do, and you're trying to concentrate on anything else, just make me an Arcana check.
Hello.
25.
25. Okay. You're thinking about the fact that one of those creatures disintegrated as you're walking back, and the other two didn't, and wondering at first, is it the colour of it? Is something different about that one? It occurs to you that you read somewhere in your time at Delphos, somewhere in the library, that if it didn't start on the plane of existence that you come from, it will return to whence it came when it dies.
She grabs her hand up. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just remembered. When things don't originate from this plane of existence, when they die, they will just disappear and go back to where they came from.
Return to their plane.
That thing wasn't from the material plane.
That's horrifying.
How did they get it?
I don't know.
I don't want to know.
That's bad.
But the fact that
The red ones.
the red ones stayed, it means
They were.
they returned.
Mhm.
So the
Yeah.
blue one was the one that was being transported. That makes sense.
Yeah, and then it turned people into the red ones.
Huh.
People messing with things they don't understand, I guess.
At least it's dead and gone now.
And you healed the sick people in town, I think.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I can just put that aside in our minds.
Though maybe I'll tell anyone that got attacked or scratched to get healed up.
Yeah, see someone about it.
Okay. As for the bruisers and the pirates, do we just want to like give them a wide berth?
Oh yeah.
Should we? I mean,
We've
Do
got a
we-
reason to stay, right?
do we just
go
go?
Yeah.
Should we just get our stuff and go?
Because otherwise we're gonna deal with the.
Are we bad
laundry.
people?
No.
No.
We don't owe them anything.
And she tricked us.
Exactly. She lied. She remembered and brought us here.
I can't give them these parts. I can't.
No. I would be devastated if you did. This is your ticket to freedom.
Like, she's back with her people, they can figure it out from here.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them, 3 pardons aren't gonna do shit.
Let's just go. Let's just get out of this awful town.
Yeah. Grab our stuff. Grab the griffins. And go.
Okay. You make your way quickly back across the marsh, back to the semi-solid ground of the nasty roads through Palace.
We'll inform the Coast Guard as we pass that we've taken care of the
It's
creatures.
tight.
They
And
look at
also-
the state of you and they just sort of nod and thank you.
Anyone that might not be showing signs of sickness but have been attacked,
Bitten or scratched.
make sure that they get healed. Even if magically healed.
We'll do our best to make sure of it.
If not, just keep a very close eye on them because it can spread.
Good to know. Sort of look a little bit confused, but they got the spirit.
Right. It's all Gucci on the marsh.
You head on back to the Eel's Meal Tavern,
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yes.
Awful.
and you don't waste time gathering your things. You look rough, and it's early in the morning as people just sort of getting up, starting to head towards the fish market. That same stench is in the air.
Stinky.
Can we have breakfast?
Yeah.
The really good breakfast.
Yeah.
Surprisingly good breakfast.
And you can head into the tavern, have yourselves a hearty breakfast, speak
yeah.
to no one, head down.
Pandora's gonna try and give herself a wash. Like, in whatever facilities they have. Just covered in mud.
So the tavern keeper sees you coming covered in mud and is like, right through this way. So it beckons you to the back and there's like a nice tin bathtub.
Please.
and-
Tells you to use the bathtub.
Not in my tavern.
Just gets it all off. Just.
You scrub yourself
Freaking
clean of the marsh mud, and I say within the hour, you've packed up and grabbed your griffins, and
Oh we go.
you're leading them back out of the town to take flight. You climb up on top of them, and the four of you take off again. It's, I believe, 2 nights. It was 2 nights here, I think.
so.
2 nights flight back. You fly on, not racing quite as fast as you have been the last few times that you've flown these griffins,
Ponderously.
and without the horribly awkward silence of not wanting to speak to each other. If you like, you can fly through the day, headed back towards Arxvalatus.
Yeah, just trying to get back as best we can.
Get far away from that awful place.
But night will fall and you'll have to make camp. So someone can make me a survival check.
Boy.
Yeah, go on, lad.
Please. No.
Oh.
7, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah.
8. Okay. Flying back over the woods and sort of the swampy land around the huge stretch of western marches, you don't find the nicest of camps. You find a clearing in the trees, hasn't really got its own fresh water source, but you have water skins for now. Hasn't really got shelter, it's only drizzling, so you're only going to get a little bit damp in your bedrolls. But you can bring the griffins down, strike up a fire, and sit around it.
It's not as nice as the castle we got, huh? The ruins that we were in.
It's fine.
That was a little while ago.
Pandora's gonna make an alarm around them before bed.
Sits close to Pandora.
Yeah.
Now she's chatty again.
Just sits and leans her head on each of these guys.
Okay. Home again, huh?
Yeah, please.
I've been thinking.
Dangerous.
I was thinking maybe I should fly out in the morning, straight back towards Aaron. Speak to Peshach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. If that's okay with you.
Yeah.
And if ships and stuff are gonna be sorted out, then I already asked him to sort me a boat home at some point.
You'll be missed.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you guys too.
Moran's gonna shuffle right up next to you, give you a big hug,
Gonna just
wrap his wings around you.
Oh god.
after you get like enveloped by Orion, just gonna give you a nudge and sort of like gesture my head a little bit towards Pandora, like, have you explained to Pandora this plan?
Yeah, just nods.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Dames who doesn't know.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll be back when you guys get back.
Big squeeze for Pandora.
Well, if I don't see you before you go.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see me again on the other side of things.
Yeah.
Of course.
Maybe I'll come take a vacation out to Vishima.
Please come have a Vishiman vacation. We've got all sorts of beautiful landscapes.
I wish we could go with you.
I wish I could go with you guys too, but life doesn't always work like that.
Feels like the end of an era.
I'm so sorry I made our last few days like this. I feel like I've wasted our time. Like, wasted the last few days we had together.
It doesn't matter anymore. I'm happy to be talking to you again. Really happy.
You're gonna do great things, Maze.
It's not like you're never gonna see me again.
I don't know when I'm gonna see you, and like, I've lost too many people at this point. I hate that we're losing you for a time as well.
I know. But we will see each other again, and in the meantime, you guys are gonna do amazing as well. I couldn't have asked for better friends throughout all of this weird shit that we've been through.
You better write.
Of course, you better write me back.
Yeah.
I write lovely letters.
Can you believe it's been like less than a year than when we met?
Feels like I've known you guys all my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Life comes at you fast, huh?
So fast.
God, I just want to rest.
Yeah.
Court says no.
Like, if everything could just stop for a while and just give us a dang break.
If I ever see the fates myself, I'm gonna have a
Stern word.
Give them a talking to.
Just like, pick someone else this time. Jeez, we've done this already.
Can you guys relax for like 2 minutes?
Why can't you do it yourselves?
Yeah. What are you
Busy.
doing? What's so busy? Oh, you've got some strings to cut. Oh no. Take a break.
I cut strings in my sleep. Come on.
You do?
No, but like I could.
I'm sure you cut throats in your sleep.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'd be really concerned if that was what I was doing if I was sleepwalking.
Not literally, I mean like in your head, like going over like tactics or whatever.
Wow, you think I have
sorry.
such dreams of violence,
You
Pandora?
have murder dreams, mate.
God, I've missed you.
I'm out of practice of talking like shit.
Don't worry, you're still talking shit. It's great. I'll take first watch.
Okay.
You want some company?
Sure, I'd like that.
Okay.
Well, let me get a bed down.
Yeah.
I will give you all a big hug now, just in case I fly off before you wake up in the morning. Sleepyheads.
Who are you calling sleepyhead? This one
You
like
talking to
goes
this guy?
jogging at like 5 in the morning.
Okay, that's some kind of sin. Orion will come up to each of you and give you a big firm hug. I'm just glad that you're all okay, and good to have you back, Pandora.
I love you so much.
Love you too.
Like, tell me to shut up if this is kind of weird, but like, you kind of feel like a brother to me.
Not weird at all. I'm gonna boop his forehead against yours. Right, nap time.
Yeah, go sleep.
Good night.
Night. The two of you left on watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Missed you.
I missed you too. And I'm sorry again.
Me too. Just glad to have you back.
I feel like I kind of build a wall up around myself to like protect you guys from like this weird darkness I had in me, but then I locked myself in with the monsters.
Yeah. I don't think I helped too much with that either, though. But it's in the past, okay?
I think I need to talk it all through with someone at some point. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to put it all on you, so.
But I'm still here for you. And I'm happy to talk over whatever you need to. You're still my best friend. Even if I haven't been a good best friend to you.
I've been pretty awful.
I think we've both been pretty shit. People say hurtful things when they care, though. Sometimes.
What about this whole Niklaus thing, huh?
I don't know, something's still not sitting in me right with a cap on my finger on it.
Like, you think he couldn't be that person?
I don't know. Everyone keeps saying, like, well, obviously you don't know him anymore and people change and it's been so many years. I'm not the same person I was when I was a kid, but
like,
he is the son of an admiral. He hunted pirates, you know? The idea that he would still be alive and now
to be a pirate himself.
when we were doing the sure when I had to pretend to be a suitor.
That seems like so long ago, and also like the absolute least of any problem we could ever have.
Right, honestly. But like,
I want to go back to then.
I don't. How was that?
Yeah. I didn't.
But I tried talking to. There was a guy there from Farlstadt.
Mm.
He didn't have any information about Mueller's. I don't know. It's just the person I lived with was such a big deal, and it feels so odd that I wasn't able to get any information about him or Niklaus.
So, like, this admiral, was he, like, well known in Farlstadt?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we don't know what happened to them.
No.
Were they on the ship?
Mm-mm. Only Niklaus and the rest of the crew were delivering things. It was Niklaus's ship. I was just there as to help out, you know?
Yeah.
Get me out the way.
Maybe the admiral died. Since... I don't know. We can...
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things of how do you even look this information up without...
Well, there's gotta be people who know things about Farlstadt, and like... I'm good at books and stuff, so I can try and find out.
It's definitely a lot to look into.
Yeah.
About a group of people that I was so happy to see the back of. It feels so weird.
I mean, you can leave it in the past if you want, or if it gave you closure to find out what happened.
I think the latter.
Yeah.
Especially considering that I don't think the past is leaving me alone anytime soon. But neither is the future, so...
You just can't catch a break.
Honestly. It's like this though. So... The voice came back to you, huh?
Yeah.
He offered you things?
Offered to help me.
Well, if that voice ever comes back, you can tell him to shove it. Otherwise, I'll have something to say to him.
He said that I could be like my sister and my mom. But the woman I knew, like, she wouldn't have done anything like that. Like, her magic came from her. Or at least that's what I always thought. Like, that's why I always looked up to her. And why I studied so hard. 'Cause just I have to be as good as her. I need to make her proud.
I don't think there's much you can do that wouldn't make your family proud. Not the ones that matter anyway. But regarding your mother, I guess that person that you knew and the person that she might have been, even if they're two separate people, the person that you knew is still that same person.
I miss her.
What happened?
She just got sick. And she just kind of faded away.
I'm sorry.
Then my dad just sort of took on the role of being father, mother, everything.
That explains a lot about him.
I miss him too.
God, I'm sure he thinks about you every day.
What must he think of me?
I think that no matter what has been spread about us back home, again, the people that matter will know the truth. I think your dad knows that you're not capable of what's been said about us. The way he looks at you, Pandora, is like you make the sun shine. I don't think there's anything that would be able to change his mind on that.
She's gonna summon Puck for the first time since they got to Oxford Otters.
Oh my god.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. I'm sorry.
He settles on your hand, nestles down, no different to how he's ever acted.
I love you so much.
Presses into your shoulder.
God, he's so round. I love him.
He's so great.
He's so good.
Just sit there with him nestled in while we continue watch.
Make a perception check for that.
Fall into a comfortable silence.
As opposed to the awkward silence.
Yep. 8.
6.
Oh, good. We're too busy.
Snuggling.
You're too busy chatting and reconnecting to really pay much attention around the camp. And you're distracted as you see a shooting star across the sky. Turn your faces up towards it, and you just see a whole hail of them. Maybe 24 across a couple of minutes.
I'm gonna take Pandora's hand and just watch quietly.
It's gotta be a good omen, right?
Yeah. It's about time we got one of those.
I forgot to tell you. That night where I took watch and you guys were sleeping in the temple, I saw a unicorn.
What?
I know, right? Like, it was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. Fuck.
Didn't think I'd ever see one in real life.
You know what to say, right?
What?
Only the pure of heart get to see those.
I don't know, but
It seems like the unicorn chose the right person to show itself to.
it was pretty special.
Night winds down to a close. You can wake Orion for the watch because he's leaving early anyway. Takes over.
Just lie myself on Orion, like wake up.
You've been summoned.
So opens his eyes at you and is like,
I said wake up.
Full bat mode.
gives you another little peck on the forehead each, and then takes over for the watch. And he's stoked the fire in the morning and put breakfast on, but he's gone. Flown off back towards Erin.
A kiss for the boy.
And the three of you can remount your griffins after breakfast and take off back towards Oxford. There's another night of camping and another day of travel, but then you're back at the mountain fortress. There's a sort of moment of holding your breath as you sail through the peaks in midair, worrying you want to see something strange again, but it looks
Like
perfectly
anti-magic
normal. Looks perfectly normal as you fly down into the courtyard and land.
I don't know about you guys, but it's weird to see it normal.
Yeah, like I was expecting it to be like on fire or something.
I mean, it's nice to just come home for once.
Yeah.
That you can settle down for the rest of the day as the light dwindles, sort of get clean, have a long hot bath inside Oxford.
Scrub your heels.
Big
God.
bathhouse with the open glass ceiling.
I feel like I'll never be clean.
Relax down, have a proper meal,
Jesus.
and sleep in a proper bed. As the evening rolls around, Icarus, you get a warm buzz into your sending necklace. And Damon's voice into your head. Tadpole, I'm coming home. I'm one night out. Can't wait to see you. I miss you so much.
Screams.
Damon gets fangirl screaming back.
That's me! I missed it!
God.
Oh my god, you've got no idea how good it is to hear your voice again. Okay, we're back at Archvelatus, so we will have the welcome party ready for you.
Sounds good. Better be strong whiskey.
Bitch.
I think you can handle that.
Old man.
And that's your 2 messages back and forth. So he will ride the rest of the way back to Oxford with, can I handle that? You can get a nice long night's sleep in a comfortable bed. Sleeping in the morning.
Not thinking about eels.
Maybe
I sleep
for,
until 6 a.m.
Oh my god,
my
treat
God.
yourself!
Maybe for the first time since coming to Oxford, you don't care so much about having the doors slammed closed between your rooms.
Gonna, like, during the day, sort of, while we're waiting for Damon to come home, check on Lysander and Elishore, see how they're doing.
They're okay. Yeah, you check on them and they, just like Anya had, perfectly healed. No more illness. You're told that the situation with the intruder has been dealt with in your absence. And that you'll be expected back to your usual jobs before long, but
Yeah.
feel free to rest up for now.
May as well happily go back to the kitchens. Not do the farming for a while, but like go to work in the kitchens and just have some time to cook and whatnot.
We'll just like knock on the door of like Maze's apart, like room in your room, and just go to the waterfall.
Okay.
If you need me at all. No worries. See you in a bit. And down I go just to have my meditation.
Pandora will go to the library, like, archive bit, trying to avoid Emery if she sees him anywhere, and try and look up information on Farrelstadt and admirals and the Navy, just to see if there's anything.
Make an investigation check.
Oh shit.
So I really like the idea of Emery looking through and Pandora just being like, I'm not like that anymore.
Oh god! I'm so embarrassed! Ooh, 26.
26, okay. You essentially find like a section of records from different city-states, and one of them is Farrelstadt. You learned that the region it's in is called Eisenstock. You can read up on the naval history of Farrelstadt, look through records of people who've been in positions of power there, and you do find an Admiral Mueller amongst them. It is listed in the records as currently in power there, in their Navy forces. And there is a single mention of in the Klaus Mueller. You can probably, with that sort of investigation check, see that Admiral Mueller is an elf, and Niklaus is a half-elf. There's sort of there's no finishing dates, there's no local whereabouts or anything, because it's just records on names of important people that I suppose the Brotherhood might hear of and want to look up in case they get a contract pertaining to them.
Okay.
So it would be Eric Mueller.
Eric Mueller.
Yeah.
Do any of like the previous entries have like served from and then until dates, or are they just served from this point?
It's served from this point, and there's no, there's records if there's a name in there that's someone who's died,
Okay.
but there's no career ended dates,
Okay.
for example.
But it doesn't explicitly say he's
It
died.
doesn't say that Niklaus has died. Some point in the late afternoon, you'll sort of come back up from the waterfall. May has sort of come out from the kitchens. Pandora heading out from the library, and you're all out in the courtyard. And all of a sudden, you hear a cry from the top of the walls. Soldiers approaching!
No! No, that's not Damon! Fuck you! I'm so excited!
Bearing the Irani flag.
No!
Oh!
We have to hide.
At first, you hear nothing. And then, slowly, the echoing, regimented sound of dozens of sets of feet marching in unison up the mountain path.
Oh god!
The clink of armour grinding against itself like a war drum as the Legion approaches over the bridge, ringing through the quiet peaks of the mountains as more than 50 trained Irani soldiers in full armour arrive outside the stronghold of Arxpalatus. From your viewpoint in the courtyard, you can just catch a glimpse of them coming to a regimented stop outside the gates, and you can see one of the guards running out to greet them.
We have to hide.
At the top of the wall, you see one guard peer over, look at another, then him to another one down in the ground, and then a message reaches into each of your heads telepathically, one after the other. They've come for you. Run and hide. Go.
Pandora, the cavern you found. The cave.
We need to go out the front to get that way. Or is there another way?
I mean, you could go over the wall if you wanted to go that way.
Okay. I've always gone through the front.
We can find them.
Medical uniforms.
Is there like a secret storage area or something?
They had spares last time we were here.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's just go.
It's a disguise at least.
You race towards the infirmary to grab Magicular uniforms, as you do. Roll me a stealth check.
Oh, fuck.
At advantage for now.
As we're running, I
Triple
will
advantage.
cast sending through the necklace to Damon. Just Irani guard are at the gates. Do not come here.
Okay.
Great. 23. Oh, I just get disadvantage as well myself, so it's just even.
Just straight
One roll.
Okay. Neat, dude. 5.
5. Okay. 23.
28.
28. Okay. You get a message back after you sent that out of just heard you loud and clear. Message me when it's over. You race up. Although Icarus, you have to sort of hold down your armor and go a little slower. Between the three of you, with these two sort of ducking and weaving between people, you make it to the infirmary and you're confident that none of the guards spotted you through the open gate. You slip inside. You see one of the Magicular in their veil sort of reel a little bit. Can I help you?
We need to borrow some uniforms, please. Please.
What for? She sort of will put herself between you and the door so no one can come in. What's going on?
We just need to hide
We
from
just
some
need to
people.
just stay low, just for a little bit, please.
Make a persuasion check.
16 plus 6.
Okay. She looks you over. You've been here for quite a while now. The Magicular have received help from you fairly recently. She nods and locks the door with you in here.
Thank you.
In this way, she'll lead you into a storage room
Bless you.
and dig out 3 of these long white robes. So you have to strip out of your armor and we'll have to hide it.
Happily.
Pandora's digging through her bag desperately, trying to find the necklace of disguise.
Yeah, you can reach straight into your bag and you can pull it out.
Puts it on. Inwardly thanking Alexandra once again.
You transform back into this sort of nondescript, I think it was blonde elf.
Blonde elf woman.
And you can sort of cast off your armor and stuff it all into the bag of holding. And this Magicular will pass you each a robe and a veil.
Thank you so much.
Just to be extra careful, Maze is going to use their disguise kit to just kind of like change a few of their features a little bit.
Yeah, make I believe it's a performance check. Or was it a deception check? I think it's a deception check.
Deception would be 13.
You're kind of in a hurry. It's not as neat as it was the last time you
No,
disguised
when it was
yourself,
immaculate.
but you're hoping that it's probably messy enough they might overlook you. And then sort of scrape your hair back under the veil. The robes hang down to cover most of your hands, although your fingertips are still sticking out.
Pull my hair up into like a low ponytail to hide it underneath the veil.
I mean, if there's like a foundation or something, like a skin coloured, I can paint Icarus's fingers.
It's more my chin that would need painting right now.
Just anything.
Well, I mean, the veil comes down.
Yeah.
All the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like any bit of Icarus that is
Yeah.
on display, I will give him a bit of a hand with.
It ends up kind of looking like a muddy kind of grey, but at least it's not as obvious as it was.
Blue.
It's not a beautiful blue colour.
Okay.
Keep it is. Thank you so much.
And then we just have to walk with confidence, like we have something to do.
Should we split up?
No.
No.
No. We stay together. We're just medical and need to go out somewhere.
Why is he here now?
Even if we just stay in the area rather than just walk past them, you know? Thank you, we'll be out of your hair.
If you're sure.
We'll return these as soon as we can.
If you feel the need to truly hide, there's always it's a little grim, but the morgue.
Maybe.
You can always come back in here.
Okay. We'll bear in mind. Thank you so much.
I'll bow head and unlock the door and sort of let you go. You see at this point that the Legion are still waiting outside, but it looks like they've reached some sort of agreement with the guards at the front door. And the main doors to the actual fortress open, and you see a couple of members of the council come out to greet the Legion. You see that the council members walk across to them, and the Legion start to filter into the courtyard.
Go surreptitiously a little bit around the courtyard. Maybe up onto the wall just so that we can listen.
So there's there's a long flat stretch of the courtyard at the bottom with merchant stores and where Damon's leatherworking shop was, and then the entry gates, steps up the slightly higher portion of the courtyard with the tavern, and there are some steps up to the top of the wall beyond the tavern.
Just anywhere we can
Market store or something?
Yeah, we'll go to the market store and just keep an ear on what's happening.
Okay.
Arms tucked into.
You see people they kind of give you a gracious nod, as most people do, to the Metacula when they pass. But as the soldiers filter into the courtyard and kind of come to stop in perfect lines, the fortress's merchants and civilians kind of peer out of windows and doorways, and everybody is unnerved and uncertain about what it would mean to have what looks like a whole legion of the Irani forces here. If you're trying to overhear, make a perception check.
Trying not to freak out. 14.
18.
25.
Oof. Okay.
Listening.
Okay. You overhear, essentially, Pandora you don't catch too much. You catch the name General Katia Vasulu coming from their mouths, and you catch the name High Councillor Nephus. Icarus and Maze, you hear more clearly. We are here at the behest of General Katia Vasulu seeking fugitives from Erin. We have it on good word that an associate of theirs has visited this fortress. By order of High Councillor Nephus, we are under instruction to search your stronghold. With that, you hear that the council members agreed to their terms. They are within the Irani jurisdiction here, and they say, of course you can search our fortress. Why would we stop you?
Do we need to leave?
I don't know.
Do we need to run? Should we just grab our stuff and shove it in the bag and just go?
That kind of looks suspicious.
Or we just go to the morgue like we were offered.
Okay.
Let's bow our heads and just make our way back there.
Okay. Slowly.
As you make your way back towards the morgue again, Market's still trying to make a circuit that doesn't look too suspicious, having just come out of the infirmary. Maze, you get a message into your head from Captain Rayner.
Hello.
Says, where are all of you right now?
Ooh, deniability or not?
What side are you on?
I understand that you're scared, but your side, of course.
Can I insight check a message?
No.
How much you trust Raina from everything.
I mean, how well do I know her?
I'd say you could make an insight check sort of on Captain Raina,
Generally.
having known her for quite some time.
Okay. Oh, so natural 1, but I'm. Would this count as me trying to see if she's like lying?
If it is he.
Yeah.
Then it's a 16.
Love it for deceit. You know her well enough.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't seem to have done anything sort of to cause suspicion in the past, but you also know that her primary sort of duty is to the fortress.
There was an old cavern under the fortress.
And you're gonna hide there? Understood.
Understood. Obviously, you will have heard my half of this conversation out loud.
What are you talking about?
And then just Captain Raina is asking where we are.
Okay.
So I told her we were in the chamber. Because I'm not sure if I'd trust. She's more loyal to this place than she is to any of us.
Was that distinctively the message cantrip?
Yes.
She's here somewhere.
But you are disguised right now. As members of the Meticula.
We are. But by the same token, if she knows about a cavern under the fortress, that's not within the message range, necessarily.
Oh, you mean like if you were already hiding there?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know that.
Well, that's kind of what Pandora's trying to articulate to you. It means she's somewhere here.
Okay.
And that spell wouldn't have reached you if you were in the cavern.
Can either of us message back? I can't.
I can, but... To say what?
I don't know, let's just go to the morgue.
Yeah.
Bowing respectfully to anyone that we pass.
Mm-hmm. You make your way back up towards the infirmary. Leave your eyes on the building, try not to look suspicious by looking around too much, and slip back inside. The same member of the Meticula is there, as before. Looks you over and is able to tell that it's you from moments ago.
So we made a poor choice going outside. We're gonna go take you up on that offer.
Okay. Please, you know where it is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Head on down.
Mm-hmm. You head down the basement stairs into the underground, cold chamber of the morgue. The arcane torches flicker to life with the presence of somebody being in here. In terms of the morgue itself, it's devoid of any bodies right now. There are, of course, a couple of tables with sheets laying across them and storage crates towards the back.
Do you have it in the crates or?
We can just wait here. We can hear if anyone enters.
Yeah.
And if anyone does, we can just say that we're tidying or getting something, or... I think going out of our way now to hide in here would be more suspicious than us just being here as Meticular. So let's just keep our heads low and relax, okay? As best we can.
There's an uncomfortable quiet in this underground cold room. You've seen packed with snow and ice around the corners to keep it chilled, keep bodies in good condition. You can see your breath even through the veils. You stand there. No real comprehension of the passage of time right now.
Maybe you can put an alarm at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
So at least then you'd have an idea when someone opens the door, or...
Yeah.
If you're happy to do that.
Yeah, sure. So run up and start casting an alarm.
Mm-hmm. As Pandora's doing that, you're just in this room with these flickering torches. Just stood alone and you're just standing there.
To busy myself looking at these crates.
Pretend to be taking stock of something, or...
Okay, make an investigation check.
Oh,
Oh.
that's ominous.
Dirty 20.
10.
Okay, you sort of look at them and you realise the lids aren't sealed. You lift them up and you realise the crates are lined and body-sized to be storage.
Coffins.
Could always just hop in a coffin.
That's good to know. Okay. I guess for now we just keep waiting. I hate this.
Yeah, same.
Oh god.
I was just saying we should be prepared to cut and run if we need to.
Yeah. I feel like we've kind of backed ourselves into a corner here now that we're actually down here, you know?
But if we can't retrieve our things, it wouldn't be the first time. No, I don't exactly want to leave without my weapons and stuff.
If they're searching the place though, it would be less suspicious for us to be down here than it would be up in the rooms.
No, I just mean I want to get my things if we have to run it, Chris.
Oh no, we will. We will. Don't worry, we will. We'll be fine.
Pandora, you get to the end of casting your alarm spell.
We can run back down to the others. It's done.
Okay.
Good job.
There's coffins in here if we need to hide, as morbid as that is.
Okay. Hopefully we'll be just fine though. And we'll just keep waiting. Listening out.
Oh, very, very hard perceiving with my big ear. My big perception ear.
Roll a perception check.
Everyone just made.
Oh, you all kind of feel all listening out.
17.
22.
19.
Okay. You're all just stood stock still. You're so quiet and so still. You're aware of your body's just swaying with the sort of slight motion of trying to stay in one place and not make a sound. You can feel your heartbeats thudding against your rib cages. You can hear your own breath and you're so conscious of it you almost wish that you could stop. It's silent down here in the morgue and you have no concept of how much more time passes. The 10 minutes it took Pandora to cast the spell felt like a year. And then you hear thudding upstairs. Yeah, the rattling of things being moved around. Voices where you can't make out what they're saying muffled through the floor. Sounds like people searching.
Two of you get in the crates. At least if they take my robe off, they can see it's not me.
You're right.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No.
Get into one of the coffins.
Maze, you can climb right
Grit your
in.
teeth.
Get into a coffin.
I'm sorry.
Pandora, you can push the lid closed. Icarus, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 9.
9. Okay. You can feel darkness creeping into your mind as you're sealed in there, and you can feel the press of the walls around you.
Pandora will message to Icarus. I'm so sorry. I'm right outside if you need me. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere without you.
I know.
You hear a creak at the top of the stairs as the door is opened. And Pandora, your alarm goes off as someone moves a few steps into the space.
I will busy myself with, like, looking like I'm cleaning or something.
Grab a broom.
Yeah. Grab a broom.
And you hear from the top of the stairs, it's just a morgue. We don't have any bodies down there at the moment.
Shit.
And the soldier, whoever is at the top of the stairs, is okay. Turns and retreats. The door closes again.
Can I get out of here?
I'll kind of like crack the lid open.
As you do, you can see there's just tears streaming down Icarus' face. You didn't even realise you were crying.
Oh shit.
Just like grab his hand. It's okay.
Your hands are shaking and clammy.
I'll stay there with him for the 5 minutes. Just in case I need to pull the lid back on and
You stay there 5 or maybe 20, you don't know, as you're trying to count the time passing. Silence falls again. You reckon it's long enough. You let Icarus out.
yeah, take him. I'm sorry. It's okay.
You let Maze out of the crate. Got Maze in boxes.
If anyone would like Maze, we do have them in boxes.
It's true.
Okay.
We'll just hug them both. Do you want to stay down here and I'll go up and investigate?
Sure. Sounds. Yeah. That sounds good.
Okay. I'll head up on my own to just very casually, like a meticula who's meant to be there, just sort of check up and see if the coast is clear and like see what's going on.
Okay, make a stealth check first.
9.
No. Okay. You get up to the top and you try to be quiet about opening the door, but as you heard before, it's creak. Luckily, you glance through it and there doesn't seem to be any more soldiers in here. You can see a meticula somewhere down the far end of the infirmary room. Doesn't look like the same person who put you down in the morgue.
Okay.
They glance back at the door, but don't say anything.
I'll say in not Pandora's voice. What's happening? Are they gone?
Meticula turns to you and is like, not yet.
Okay. Thank you.
It looks as if they might be staying for the night.
Okay. Oh god. No.
Do you want to get out of there?
We can't. We can't stay down there.
Where would you like to stay? And we'll come back over through the infirmary to the door, do you?
Like, I know we can't see their faces, but like, is it a silhouette I recognise, or like?
I'd say, I told you before, you can kind of see the different races on the hands and stuff, sort of the large half-orc man that you've seen in these robes before.
Okay. If we can get out at the front of the castle, maybe we might have somewhere we can stay.
Just stay back down there for now. I'll see what I can find out.
Thank you. I will head back in, down to the morgue.
Okay.
Back to the others. They're gonna stay the night.
Of course, it makes sense for them to.
Yeah. Someone's said that they're gonna help us. See if they can get us out to the chamber.
Okay, that's good. That's good. We just gotta wait here for now, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, no, we're good.
You just staying put?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. You wait maybe another half hour like this down here. And then you hear the door at the top of the stairs open again.
Busy myself taking inventory.
Sort of look occupied, no time to hide yourselves again.
No.
And you hear someone coming down the stairs. You don't hear the heavy clanging of armour grinding against itself. And when you look up, you see a young-looking silver-haired elf, Lorian. Orion's brother has come down and he's carrying a bag.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Not great.
Not great.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What's going on?
They have torn through the fortress. Checked pretty much everywhere. They've checked every shop, every room, the fields outside.
Have they been into our rooms?
Yeah, but not through things. They haven't been through people's personal possessions. They've opened wardrobes and checked under beds. I mean,
Just a manhunt.
And they're staying the night?
yeah, they're all out in the courtyard, using their position as military force to insist on hospitality.
Have you seen Captain Rayner at all?
Briefly, I mean, the guard have been busy.
She was asking after us, and I wasn't sure if I trusted that.
I can understand why you would be unsure right now. Look, I have one idea. They've checked every guard already. Made them take off their helmets and checked them over. So, holds up the bag. I brought some guards' uniforms, because they've done that.
Yeah.
And you should, I mean, if they see more reticule that they haven't looked at yet, they haven't made them lift their veils, but they've checked hands and been thorough.
Opened webby fingers like,
I figured they'd think they'd already done it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I think we can at least get you outside.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe you can head up the mountain a little and camp for the night.
We can definitely do something like that, thank you.
You should find some supplies in there. I've got stuff to keep you warm
Thank you.
and some rations.
Thank you so much. Have you heard from Orion?
No?
Okay. I just, if they came here because they saw friends of ours coming here, then I figured that maybe it was Orion that they'd seen. If they're keeping tabs on him, then...
No point speculating. We can't possibly know. Okay?
I know. Okay.
Just put these on
Yeah.
and I will get you out to the wall. And you can take it from there.
Thanks.
Okay.
And hand over the sack.
Okay, take off the Medicule uniforms.
Lots of changing today.
Yeah, start getting into guard uniform.
Icarus will show you how to do it if you haven't done guard duty before.
Yeah, I can't wear armour, so.
Pandora looking very uncomfortable and confused in his armor. But you can put on these guard uniforms, these helms that cover like most of your face, and it'll be dark outside. You gather from what he said about the Meghan camp. And from that, Lauren was like, yeah, this'll work.
Yeah. Just gotta walk with confidence and act like we've always been guards.
Exactly, and I will walk you to the wall. I mean, I doubt they're going to stop and question us if we look like we're doing something.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like you meant to be there.
We are.
Icarus is so used to wearing this sort of uniform, he just falls into step. Like,
Yeah. Lauren will take you back to the top of the stairs and tell you just to wait. Go to the front door of the infirmary and check outside briefly. And just you to him. Opens the doors to the infirmary and just starts walking a confident course around the back of it towards the staircase on the wall. You see there are other groups of guards patrolling now as well. It's almost like they must have roped the guards here into also looking for you. And you see out in the courtyard like 24 pitched tents in perfect military regiment and Irani soldiers sitting around campfires and laughing and dining together, sort of the light glinting off their golden uniforms.
Trying not to freak out.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Everybody make me another stealth check. Once again at advantage in your disguises.
great advantage as well. So.
Yeah, it's not, you're not wearing your metal armor. So.
22.
Good lord. 17.
28.
Nice. Okay. In perfect form, just following behind Lorian. He talks about something mundane, sounds like a conversation he's probably had with somebody else today that he's just repeating, and gestures up towards the wall as if sending you up to your guard duties, and then waves you goodbye and is like, I'll see you in the morning, I'm sure.
Thank you, sir.
He just turns on his heel and leaves. Without another word.
Turns on heel. Heads out.
Head
Walks like Icarus walks.
head up the stairs to the top of the wall.
Yes.
So now you're on the outer wall of the fortress at the top. There's like parapets along this wall, so if you're down at ground level, it's semi-obscured, and at a long distance someone would have to be incredibly perceptive in the dark to make out any features behind the helmets.
Is there a way down the outside to get out?
I would say not a staircase down the outside, no.
How do we get down?
Yeah, we need to make our way out and around.
Probably make your way around to where the wall meets the cliff that leads down to the path.
Okay, try and do that then.
Yeah, we'll move our way around to there so we can start trying to get out.
The way the fortress is built as well, you're now kind of like tucked out of view around the side.
Okay.
So that the main fortress building is sticking out, obscuring the courtyard. You can't see the Iranian forces anymore.
Alright, we need to make our way down here.
Okay.
We'll be fine, we got people on our side.
Try and traverse down the mountain in armour.
Okay. You climb up onto the stone parapets and over to the cliff edge. You look down. It's about 45 feet.
We've all got our feather fall tokens, right? That we usually use, like, we keep on us for when we're using our griffins.
Yes.
I would say roll a d20 to see if you have it on your person, considering you weren't expecting to do anything like this today.
17.
2.
If you both hold on to me, then I've got my one.
Okay.
Don't think it works like that.
Doesn't work like that. Damn it.
We just drag you down.
Yeah. Okay, then we use a... do you have a rope in your bag? So you two can climb down and I can use the featherfall token and take the rope with us. We don't have any evidence.
I have rope normally, but
Yeah, got rope.
again, why would I have it on my person right now?
I mean, Pandora takes her bag everywhere.
Yeah, and it's a hand holding, so
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I do have rope. I have 50 feet of rope.
you can pull out 50 feet of rope.
Okay.
We just climb down and then Icarus can untie the
Okay.
rope and jump.
Yeah, let's do that.
Nice, secure
Okay.
knot.
Yeah, I'll do my, like,
Sailor's knot.
sailor's knots.
Okay. If you are climbing down the wall using the rope.
Yep.
Make a dex check. You can add
Guidance.
athletics or acrobatics if you have a better modifier either.
No.
You get guidance.
Thank you. That's a +3.
Oh my god.
8.
8. Okay.
8 total.
Pandora. Even with the guidance, you're in this clunky leather armor that you're not used to wearing. It doesn't really fit properly. These aren't your shoes, and you're shaking so much that your grip on the rope is not strong. You make it about a third of the way down before you slip. You're going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
We will have taken long rest since last time, so
Yes.
Yeah.
1 sec. 11 points of full damage.
11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you feel rope burn up both your palms. So you like land in the snow on the ground on the other side.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'll be down in a sec. Damn it! 6.
Fuck, man.
Okay. You climb over and you find that you're a little bit concerned with Pandora at the bottom as she sort of
Not paying
shuffles away,
attention.
not paying enough attention, and where it's night now, a sort of frost has formed over the stone wall where you've got your feet, and you slip. You're going to take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Okay.
As you sort of slide down, thump against the wall a bit, and then land flat on your back.
Ow.
Not our best plan, maybe.
No.
At least we're out.
Yeah.
Untie it. Throw it down for these two to, like,
Gather up.
gather up and then just featherfall token, step off the wall and...
Yeah. You plummet the first 45 feet as fast as normal, and in the last 5 feet just cushioned and land down in a crouch.
Really never used to that. No.
And you feel the magic on the coin just fade to nothing.
Flip it and pocket it anyway.
Yep.
Right.
Let's go.
Find somewhere to camp.
Okay.
We can go down to the chamber.
None of
I
you.
wouldn't. No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you're outside the wall. There's like the slight path towards the chamber doors, and then the mountain path that like weaves up or goes the other way around the walls back towards the entrance and the waterfall.
Up.
Up.
Up, yeah.
Okay.
Pandora has dark vision.
Yep.
For you two, it is extremely dark right now.
I can.
Do you have your candle? I think in the bag.
I do, but I don't want to light it while we're in view of the fortress.
Okay. I'm gonna take the token back out and like in my hands just cast daylight on the token. So if I've got the daylight coin in my hand, I can just.
Okay.
This is what I did in the harpy den.
Yep.
And then just open my fingers to make a little flashlight.
Sure, yeah, you can do that. You cover it and you make a very thin beam of light, point it up towards the mountain path.
Okay, that'll do. We got about an hour on this thing before I need to do it again.
And you get moving. Start trudging slowly up the mountain path through the snow. How far do you go?
Look for like a decent outcropping or like something.
Somewhere that we're not in view of the fortress.
Not in view of the fortress, not like freeze the elements.
Yeah, somewhere sheltered.
Make a
Possible.
survival check.
Come on, Mr. Navigation Room.
I'm gonna give myself credit.
Do it. Praise.
16.
16. Okay. You see where the different mountain paths like snake off. One goes towards the crumbling keep, which you almost fell off the side of the mountain in. One goes like up and around, and you think it goes higher into the mountains. And another one, you look down for a while, it doesn't look too dangerous. Sort of flash your daylight torch down into it. And you think you see just the slight crag of maybe a cave mouth.
Oh, I think there's a cave over there.
Worth a shot.
Let's go try it.
Yeah, make sure it's safe first. I'll mosey on over that way.
And just gesture, I can take my weapon out of your bag.
Did we put all of our stuff in?
Yeah.
We put all
weapons
everything
and stuff.
Yeah,
So
because I had all my
your stuff
gear
in
on me.
yeah, I will give you your weapon.
Great sword out.
Go on ahead a bit because I can see a little bit better than these guys.
Go on ahead. You find that the fairly deep snow on the mountain is muffling your footsteps anyway, as your feet like sink into it quite a fair bit, and you make it up to the cave mouth. Seems silent, empty. Looks like it's just sort of it's not deep, it's not a full cave, it's just like a craggy sort of cut into the rock. It goes maybe 10 feet back.
Is it safe and devoid of any creatures?
Yeah, you hear nothing from the other.
Okay.
Nice.
This might be okay.
Great, let's get in here and get...
Warm.
Okay, I haven't done this before, but I think I have something that will help shelter us. Just gonna get them all in under the overhang. Point upwards, and a little ember's gonna start burning at the tip of her finger, and it spreads outwards. And she casts a tiny hut for the first time.
See, it sort of looks like the glisten of light that comes off a fire for a moment until it's done, and then it's invisible. Like, well, the sort of dampens down to very unvisible.
Yeah, it should be warm in there, I think.
Cozy.
It's like a temperate mod, like...
Yeah.
Instantly, then you feel the cold cut out, and there's not really space for the full width of it in the cave, but you find that it instead just makes space.
Good. Thank you, that's incredible.
It's okay.
We should be safe here at least. I need to contact Damon again and let him know what's going on.
Yeah, I'll find out where he is.
I told him not to come to the orcs will on us until afterwards, so
Smart.
I will cast my sending necklace through. Escaped the keep up the mountain slightly, camped in a cave. Army staying overnight.
Heard you loud and clear. Camped at the bottom of the mountain. Can't message again tonight. Speak to you tomorrow.
I miss you, babe.
I miss you, babe.
Okay, he's at the bottom of the mountain.
Okay. And then if anything else happens, I can contact him.
That'll be good. Okay, let's just get some rest.
Yeah.
For now.
Dig out the supplies and rations and things that
Little meal.
Lorien gave us.
Okay.
Hate that.
Don't like that.
You put together a sort of ration meal of like bread and cheese and some cold cuts of meat. There's no fire in here, but the daylight lasts, and then you can light the candle afterwards and sort of lay out the bedrolls next to one another. Something of a quiet evening with the tension rising in the air.
What did I say about one night? I just want...
One day! Just one day! Without something!
God.
Every day it's something.
Every day. Life is relentless.
Fucking relentless!
Damon's almost back. We've almost got him back. That's a good thing.
What do we do? Do we find him first tomorrow?
I guess we gotta find out what's happening with
Yeah.
the army first.
Yeah.
We can't message again tonight with the necklace, but
We'll see. We'll see in the morning.
yeah, I trust him to look after himself if the army move off before we're up.
I
I mean,
he-
we'll see and hear them leave.
and he's been away for however long, and he's come back, so he's been taking care of himself just fine.
You sound like some worried parent or something. This is so dumb. He's fine.
He's our big lovable idiot.
Sure is. Okay, let's just get some rest for the night then. I can keep first watch.
Okay.
You guys get some sleep.
You find you don't even really need to in the tiny hut keep any watch. Pandora, you'd know from casting the spell, it's completely secure.
Okay.
As long as you're in here for the next 8 hours, you've got a perfectly safe space that nothing can get into.
Tight.
The three of you can sort of bed down and
Snuggle.
spoon like you did that first night in Oxford.
Yes. Yes.
Oh no, it was your
We
last
did.
night in Erin's place.
Last night, Aaron.
Your
First night,
last
asked for us, we were all just like, bye.
Spoon like you did your last night in Erin. Huddle up to one another. Keep close. Get comfort in each other. And fall asleep.
Pandora protection squad again.
Hell yeah.
It's warm in here next to her.
Oh, she toasty.
Oh hell yeah.
It's toasty out in the snow.
Wake up with the first crack of light.
You wake up with light and with the sound of somebody's footsteps crunching through the snow.
Panic!
Slap door like
So the dawn rays sort of come over the mountain peak and poke into the tiny hut. And you all sort of brace yourselves. Pandora able to say like, wait. They can't see in, but we can see out. So you can like watch down the mountainside. And you see Lorien trudging up the mountain. He comes up and he clearly can't see where you went very, very well at first. But you see he's looking down at the ground and then up and around himself. See if he can actually spot the outside of your tiny hut or not. No. Disguised against the mountainside just looks like cliff face.
If I leave the bubble, I break it. So, if I leave, it's gone. So
If I go out, it'll be fine?
yeah.
Okay. I've got my weapon still, so step out.
He's like, whoa. Hi.
What's going on?
They're gone.
They're gone?
They're gone. And not a moment too soon. You guys couldn't have left a more obvious path up the mountainside.
We tried.
And he gestures down, and you can now see in the morning light that your footsteps
In the
just
snow.
trudged all the way up the snow.
None of us have passed without trace.
Well, I was gonna say I'm happy to see you, but you just come in here to tear into us, so. No,
Let's
thank
go
you.
back.
Yeah.
Sending necklace, it's the morning, it's a new day.
Mm-hmm.
They're gone. Dames, they're gone. They're gone. Come home.
Roger that. I'll be back up in less than an hour.
I'm just gonna like go to Tiny, like, kind of, because obviously I know, but Icarus has never seen this before, she was like,
You can go back in.
Oh.
did you hear that?
We did.
We're good, we can go back.
Yeah.
Go back down.
Collapse the bubble.
They're gone. What happened then? Start making our way back down with him.
They stayed till first light, and they got up with military precision and marched off.
Sounds about right.
I don't know if their captain was entirely convinced, but they found nothing, so they couldn't just keep searching.
At least they didn't stay for like a week or something.
Yeah, I think the council probably want to speak to you.
Great.
Get back down first. I mean, that has to have been an ordeal.
Okay.
And if Damianus is coming back, I'm sure we can get them to wait.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make our way back down the mountain.
Head back down to Oxford, walk round to the front door. And as you do, you see the shameful impressions of Maze and Pandora having fallen onto the snow.
Sploot.
And then the footsteps just leading right up the mountain.
God. If they're gone, she'll take the necklace off.
Okay, you can head back inside. Inside the courtyard and the fortress has come back to life. There are people out working in the fields again. Everything feels relaxed without the legions here.
Oh God.
Let's go get changed at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can come back down here and wait for Damon.
Yeah. Hand all of the armor back to Orion.
From there you can head up to your rooms. Get changed again. Get all of your belongings on you, feeling like...
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, just pack everything we own into bags we can carry with us.
Suddenly not feeling like just leaving a bunch of stuff up in your rooms. And head down to the courtyard to wait for Damon. Probably takes you 40 minutes to get changed and hand everything over and come back, so you're not waiting there long. Before you see, this time, riding across the bridge towards the open gates of Artalatus, on a huge black warhorse, familiar form of Damianos Thalasi, his fur-lined cloak billowing behind him. He slows as he reaches the gates, but the guards perfectly recognise him. Just step aside and ride right on in.
Hell yeah.
He slows his steed to a stop, sees all of you, and just dismisses it, and drops down onto his feet.
I'm gonna run over to him and hug him.
He will just take you up in his arms and just spin around. Oh, have I missed you?
Missed you too. Fuck, I've missed you so much.
Then hold you close for a minute, then look up at you two and say, oh, come on over here then.
Okay.
Pull you into a hug,
in.
give you a noogie,
Ah!
and sets Icarus down and
She'll come up to him and just cling to the front of his armor. I'm so sorry.
what are you talking about?
The last time I saw you, we didn't part on the best of terms.
Yeah, I yelled at you. I should be sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
You can both be sorry.
She just clings to him, like holds him, like she is gonna lose him again.
He wraps his arms around her as well, buries his face in her hair.
Where have you been anyway?
Anything new or interesting about him?
Make a perception check.
Damn it. 9. I'm too busy being like,
Ha!
12.
23.
Okay.
Nothing escapes my vision.
Maze, the only difference you would notice is that where he was normally wearing his big golden gauntlet, he's now wearing a black leather glove.
Did you lose your gauntlet or something?
Yeah,
Oh, rough.
it was a rough time.
Where did you go?
Into the Needles. It was
The mountain range?
yeah, it was a stupid thing really. Just it's kind of a pilgrimage kind of thing. Pashek sent me off on.
Okay.
Did it help?
It certainly gave me answers.
Missed you.
Ominous.
I missed you too. God damn it! And then I hug you all again.
Big beefy arms.
big cuddle.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to fill me in on everything that's happened because one thing I know, I'm speaking to you and you're saying everything's great and it's gonna be good to see me, and the next thing you're yelling at me and saying the Irani legions are here.
They came out of nowhere yesterday.
I
Damn.
think maybe they saw Orion had to swing by because something happened to his dad, which is fine and sorted, but
There's a lot to fill you in on.
I figure maybe if they saw him leaving, they
Put
followed
two and two
him.
together.
Come on, let's just get you settled in and go to the bar or something and talk everything through.
Yeah.
Then the council will want to talk to us.
Shh, fucking course they. Yeah, the council want to talk to us because of the Reed legions, but let's take a few minutes.
Sure.
Let's go put your stuff away.
Yeah. It kind of looks to me like you're carrying all your stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't put your stuff away,
Yeah.
just in case.
I don't think we're staying much longer. Oh, we do have one good thing to tell you.
Let's get this council business over with. Should we just get the hard thing out of the way?
Yeah.
Make an insight check.
Everyone or just Icarus?
Oh, everyone can.
+5, please. Nope. 7.
It's in the tray.
15.
I'm just happy to see you.
22.
22. Let's see. Like, you're just happy to see him. Mainly you notice that he looks a little bit down. Pandora, you notice that when he says, let's just get the hard stuff out of the way, there's just sort of slightly his expression just looks a little bit crushed.
Can I take his hand as we go towards the council?
Which one?
Guess whichever one I'm closest to.
Roll a d4.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Odd for left, right for even.
Yeah.
So, wait, hang on. Left,
Odd.
odd, right, even. Right.
Okay, he takes it. You head in towards the council building. The council you have to wait a few minutes for them all together, but they come together, minus Elion. Elisha is still sitting on the council for now until the vote is done. It's only been a few days. So Devin just sort of raised an eyebrow at a missing council member, but doesn't say anything. Thinks he'll wait to ask questions until later.
It's valid.
And you find yourselves in the middle of a frank conversation about staying at Arspalatus. The main gist of it is that they're unsure it's safe for you to keep staying here. It's Florentine the Goliath is like, I just don't know if us continuing to hide you is good for you. We don't want to cast you out, you understand that?
Everyone here has done a lot for us.
Yeah.
Since we first arrived here, you didn't need to house us in the first place. And we're incredibly grateful for everything you've given us. We don't want to put any pressure on you.
Yeah.
Or this place. It's understandable that we need to leave. We have our own separate ways to go anyway.
Well then, I guess that probably settles it, doesn't it? If there's anything you need before you go, supplies, equipment to get you out of here.
Can we... Are we allowed to keep our mounts?
The council sort of look between themselves. I will have someone speak with the stables and see.
Thank you.
Thank you. We should go through what we do have and see if we have any gaps in inventory.
Again, thank you so much for everything.
All of you.
It's been more than enough.
You've done great services for us here at Arthalatus, so we can only thank you in return. And we have had a unanimous discussion in which everybody agrees that we made the right choice to protect you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can only wish you well.
And you.
How long do we have?
We won't set a timeline, but probably the sooner you go, the better for you, just in case they're planning on sending anyone back.
Yeah. We also don't want to go too soon, just in case we catch up to them.
Yeah.
Maybe wait one more night at the very least.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Damon nods his head too, but he was very quiet through the whole discussion.
Sorry, Damon.
He gets back outside into the corridor. The door's closed and he's like, so now what? I mean, it's not that long until we're heading to the Infinite Isles, right?
Yeah. We need to go catch you up on some things.
Yeah.
Upstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go somewhere comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. You can all sort of head up to the joint rooms, into Damon's room, untouched for 2 weeks now.
Can you get that one of the pieces of paper out to show?
Yeah. She'll dig in her bag of holding and pull out one of the pardon papers. We have 3 of these.
Right. He looks at it like, sort of shocked and still and not sure what to say. Because he doesn't really understand what you're implying here.
We could use it at some point to clear our names. They're blank, so...
Anyone's name could be filled in.
We could go home.
But if Nephis is on the council right now, then I'm not sure when. But this is an opening. This is an option to go home.
Then I'm glad for you.
And you. They're for you 3.
What about you?
I got word from Kashima that things aren't great there right now. The monster that we didn't quite beat in Aaron got on a boat and went back home. So I need to go there.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna miss you guys so much, but it's my responsibility.
It's not forever.
It's not forever, no. I'll let things settle and I'll find you again.
And Peshek said he's working on guaranteeing our freedom anyway, so...
We got a lot of hope.
I mean, what about, just on a basic level, what about the fate thing?
Why do I have to play along to that? Can I choose my own path?
Yeah, you can.
Exactly, and
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I asked for a sign and the sign said go home. And you have leads to pursue now.
Yeah. Just because our paths don't meet right now doesn't mean we're not going to recross in the future.
Exactly. You guys had to have trouble getting rid of me and you wouldn't see me coming.
Try me.
Maybe I will.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for you forever.
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna.
You gotta sleep sometime, Icarus.
No, I don't.
I'll get you. Damon?
Yeah.
Maze is gonna go sit next to him. Squidge up real close. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's just...
This is a lot to come back to.
God, I've missed you guys.
Missed you so much.
You're my best friends.
You too, buddy.
Come here. Pull you into the arms on bed.
Yeah. It's the puppy pile.
Just lay on him for a bit.
yeah.
It's just never a fucking break, isn't it?
We're saying the same.
We keep saying this every night.
We just want one day where we don't have to do something or like get dragged into trouble.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just saying, if they don't give us the griffins, the ring's still loaded. I'm just saying.
It's true.
At least we can get somewhere.
Oh my god, those are pardons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damon, you could go home.
Blank pardons. Nephis is on the council right now, so that's what I mean. I'm not sure about how it would go down, but
I can see my son.
Yeah.
yeah.
You could see everyone at the mall.
They miss you too. Orion misses you so much.
So much. And with that, he'll segue into telling you about his stupid adventures while he's been gone. Yes!
About Monkey Man and Big Man.
And all those children that he kind of adopted on the way.
We're just like, what? Greedy?
No stealing.
You regimented a group of kids.
Yes.
You became a walking school?
Yeah.
You guys got to have a fun bath in a river.
Yeah.
Why does that never happen to us?
We fought a giant bird.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're back.
Good to be back. With you guys. Doesn't matter, we're not gonna be here anymore. I don't care about this place. I mean, they're nice people, but
It's not home.
you guys are home.
Yeah.
So, I'm already home.
Yeah.
So what, we give it one more night and then we start making our way out?
Yeah.
Pack it up and leave.
Yeah. We should.
Pack it up.
We should figure out if we need anything from here, like supplies or anything.
Maybe
Yeah.
just some food.
Some food and maybe potions if
They'll
we're
allow.
running low.
So you guys can spend the evening catching Damon up to speed on everything that's happened in the time he's been absent. He catches you up on everything that's happened on his adventures.
Everything?
Every
Not
day.
everything.
Hmm.
He very, very distinctively leaves out certain details.
Yeah, like can any of us get a bead on that? Like seeing as I saw earlier that he looked like pretty crushed about something. Like, is there anything that
I don't think you'd be able to read anything beyond the fact that, like, he obviously hasn't moved past some sort of sadness, but any nudge towards him talking about it, he quickly rebukes and just moves the conversation on with something fun. Talk about your feelings! Talk about your traumas!
Emotional rebuke. It's a reaction that only hobgoblins get.
It's saving face, you see. He just adds another
Yeah.
plus 10 or whatever to his deception rolls.
He's like, nobody has to know.
You can pack up. I'll say we don't have to go through it. Add any adventuring gear that you think you're going to want. Like, it can be done later. You can add torches, more rope, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Can
we renew the Featherfall coins, or do they just do that once a day? Like,
they don't do it once a day. I'd say you can each get one more Featherfall coin. After some agreement, they say leave the griffins here, but Mordecai knows about the ring, and if you need them, he's not going to tell anybody.
I give Mordecai like such a solid. What a bro.
And night comes around and you can probably, you've got time to go and enjoy the Bard and Baron Tavern one more time.
Let's just get smashed.
Hang out with the lads again.
Hang out with Alexandra and his boys.
Awkwardly avoid it, Emery.
Emery doesn't make it weird.
Oh my god.
Makes a point of not making it weird.
She will surreptitiously apologise to him at some point in the night as well.
He's like, it's okay, you apologised before. It wasn't even your fault. It was the demon.
Twas the demon, you see.
And then you sort of part ways to sleep one more night at Oxfalatus.
I mean, do we part ways? Do we cuddle puddle?
I mean,
Up to you.
It's always on the table.
we just take the mattresses off and sort of...
We should have a sleepover
Yeah.
on mattresses.
If Damon's
Comfy.
down.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We put all the
Put all
mattresses.
the blankets and pillows to make a nest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cuddle into Damon if we're sharing a bed all together then.
Everybody snuggling.
Snuggle. Snuggles.
Damon is going to very stealthily. Are you going to be stealthy about this? Yes, you are.
Ooh.
Hold Icarus' hand
Oh.
while you cuddle next to each other.
Oh!
He just puts his big right paw in your hand.
Give his hand a squeeze.
And you all drift off to sleep in a big puppy pile at Oxfalatus for the first time ever. No, I guess second night if you include last night's tent.
Yeah.
But now we have Damon.
Now we are complete.
Him warm.
You awaken into a long, wide hallway.
No, fuck off.
Fuck.
We're not. Fuck off.
Bitch.
You look about yourselves, and the three of you are there.
Is Damon there?
Damon is not with you. Behind you, wisps of darkness lick at your ankles. A cold breeze pushes you forwards. The three of you stand together on a marble-tiled floor, your way lit only by a bright light ahead of you, no discernible source. In your mind, you know now that you're dreaming, but it feels as real as anything else you've experienced. You're each dressed in black. It's a chitin-like outfit, not unlike your Delphos uniforms. The sight of your friends beside you giving a strange sense of mourning, the end of an era.
Oh my god.
Ow.
Do you continue up the corridor?
Take these two hands and just start walking.
As you make your way towards the light, the hallway behind you disappears into the darkness that follows. It isn't threatening, although with it comes the impending sense that time is moving forwards faster than you can grasp at it, like it's slipping constantly through your fingers. The light grows brighter the closer you get to it. At the end of the hall, you realise it's pouring in through two towering double doors, maybe 50 foot in height, and stretching open into the brightness beyond what you can see. You're forced to squint as you step across the threshold. The light swells around you, consumes you entirely, almost warm, until you can't see a thing, and the feeling of time racing on comes to an abrupt halt. Everything feels still, even your breathing. When your vision clears, the corridor has become a vast hall, far longer and wider than you would be possible to see to the ends of. Columns hold up a high ceiling decorated with depictions of countless battles and figures. Some Irani, some otherwise, some completely unrecognizable. Some even seem to be depictions of the gods themselves and of huge titans across multiple landscapes, parts of which feel familiar, like you're looking at Caldera, others of which look wholly alien to you. All around you, you see wisps of green floating like fireflies, sinking into the floor and reappearing through the ceiling, behind the columns, from the walls behind you. In the heart of the hall, you see, sat upon three marble daises, three figures draped in cloth, turned away from you, but you can see stretched between them a tangled web of red threads, which their ghostly hands work over in unison. Moire.
No.
Hello.
Stop where you are, they say, speaking in one voice. although you're sure it comes from all three of their mouths.
We are unity.
You're stood there, and you're not sure when you got so close. Maybe 20 feet away. The one who is Hasagawa, come forward.
Give Chris's hand a squeeze and just step forward.
As you approach, they each speak in turn. They don't turn towards you, and their hands don't stop moving over the threads. You wish to step away from your fated path. This too we have foreseen. Defying fate is no small feat. Then in unison, what do you say?
This is true. There are many purposes in life, all come to good ends. In this case, I must serve my homeland.
This is a choice we do not take lightly. But we do not decide fate. We only ensure it follows a given path. One of them plucks a thread from the web before them, reeling it closer. Maze, you feel like it tugs in your chest, although you don't move forward. You see the thread tangled into a mess of other threads in front of you, and they slowly start pulling it free. We will not stop you from a different destiny. But your path is woven into the lives of so many others. What are you willing to give up to be free? And then in unison, if you choose freedom, you must give up this life forever.
What do you mean?
You will forget you ever encountered us. You will forget everything you've learned through us. Your memories will fade into insignificance.
Oh my god.
Do you accept that?
Well, I remember these two.
Do you accept that?
Oh fuck. Can we all hear this as well?
Yes.
I have no idea if you can reach me in this, but just internally, like, to Pelor, just, will I still remember my friends? Do you know?
You get nothing.
Please, can you at least tell them that?
It's a deathly silence through the room.
Just gonna shake my head towards Pandora and just pull her in close. That this isn't our decision or conversation. We just need to accept what happens.
I have responsibilities in this life that I must fulfill. I never asked to be put on this path, and though I am grateful for the experiences and everyone I've met along the way, I can accept this price.
So you agree that you wish to go?
There isn't another choice for me.
Come forward, the one who is Paleo and Dirasi.
Coming forward.
They'll sort of slightly turn their heads now. You see the fabric draped over them, you can't see any semblance of their facial features. And they speak in unison again now. Do you agree to the diverging of paths? Speak now.
I agree.
Will we still remember Maze? Will they still remember us? Please.
Total silence from them.
Maze, you sure this is what you want?
I have to do this, Pandora. This isn't fair, but
We'll meet you again.
We'll find you.
of course.
For you.
You're our best friend.
You guys are my best friend.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you too.
addressing Pandora and Icarus again in unison. This burden weighs heavier on you now. Do you agree to see this path to its end?
I agree.
I agree.
Then her will be undone. A new path will be forged. A future overturned. And the three fates turn their attention upwards towards the ceiling, stopping their hands at once as if beseeching some unseen force above you. A chill fills the air once more, cold cutting to your very bones as the light in the room extinguishes all at once, plunging the three of you into darkness.
Reach to grab for these 2 hands.
You see suddenly in the blackness the threads of fate all around you, red lines tangling and weaving between one another, and 3 stretching out from your chests, all woven together into one line. You see a blade come down like a flash in your heads, and it severs the line that connects Maze to you, fast and clean in a single cut. Maze's thread doesn't fall loose, instead it stretches out into the dark, away from you, connecting to something else, somewhere else. And you feel Maze's hand fade from yours, and Maze slips from view.
Maze!
Pandora and Icarus, the 2 of you are left standing alone in the dark, with no one but each other for company. A thought echoes through both of your minds, cementing itself inside of you as a solid truth, something unspoken and unspeakable. Maze must never know what came to pass. And then you wake up. The 3 of you lying there as you were, the morning light pouring in. Maze, when you awaken, the dream is gone from your memory entirely. Not only the dream, but any memory of interacting with the fates. Your memories weave themselves back together imperfectly. You remember fighting with Alexis and his friends in the streets of Erin, and returning to Delphos Academy to sleep soundly. You remember watching the games at the arena with Pandora and Icarus from great seats, although the memory of ending up fighting alongside them against the Chimeras is already becoming hazy. You can barely picture the temple where you fought the Hydra, but you know you made it home in one piece, and it was fine. Through it all, you remember strongly the smiling faces of your closest friends, but you feel nothing stronger than that pull to return home to Vishima, to face the past and set about putting things right with your home once and for all. Years after your arrival to Erin from Vishima, it's finally time. Preparations are made thoroughly for leaving. It's within the next day that you receive a sending message from Peshek, which arrives to Icarus. The ship to Erin is called the Lancer. It will be waiting western docks at the base of the mountain tomorrow morning.
Fuck, okay. I will relay that to everyone.
Besides that, is there anything you're doing before you leave Arxpalatus?
Oh my god.
Saying goodbyes to people.
Yeah, saying all goodbyes.
This is your last checkpoint. Is there anything you wish
God.
to do before continuing the game?
Fuck.
Seek out Yusuf and just say proper goodbye with them.
You can say goodbye to Yusuf, Lysander and the mercenaries, Lorien, the people you've worked with, Captain Rayner, the council, Mordecai. Say farewell to them all. They're sad to see you go and they wish you the best.
I'll see them again.
They tell you always have friends here in Arxpalatus. Should you need anything, you're of course welcome to visit.
We're at the fucking end of the fucking labyrinth. Should you need us?
God.
Yes, should you need us?
Fuck. Oh god, is there anything else we need to do here? Like, any stuff we need, or like resources from like the library or the alchemist or
If you
whatever?
want to take some time, I can say you gather the resources you need. And you can take some time thinking on what those might have been.
Yeah.
They're quite accommodating to let you take things within reason. You head down to the nearest docks at Arxpalatus to get a ship to Erin. It takes you up through the Chase, down into some of the smaller channels that lead west towards the ocean.
Just make sure to like stick together during this.
Mhm.
Stay close to Maze especially.
Maze gives Pandora the claw ring. Just not entirely sure why, but sort of like, I feel like you'll need this more than I do.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. They're like, not quite as somber as the rest of you. They're just kind of like, okay.
The ship comes to a river mouth, sort of the edge of one of the larger channels, and slows to a stop. And you're joined by the youthful, sort of androgynous looking blonde elf, who you know to be one of Peshek's assistants now after this time, who joins the ship to guide Maze to their ship once you reach the destination where you need to part ways. Apologises and said that Lord Peshek was indisposed to come himself, but that they will be leading you somewhere to wait another couple of days until the Vashima ship arrives. From there, you enter the Irani Channel. You start to see the familiar foothills of home, the dry and arid land of the western shore of Caldera, the citrus groves and flies buzzing in the air. It's sort of coming in to midsummer now, and it's hot, warm and comfortable, and you sail through the day, sort of smelling those familiar scents around you of Erin.
Tries not to cry, cries a lot.
At the far end of the Erin Channel, ships enter a darkened tunnel, which, thinking about it now, leads through to the docks, sort of passing by the city, but passing through a checkpoint. Night has fallen over the landscape, and the torches from each ship in turn send a flickering dim light that catches on everything you pass as you enter one end of the tunnel. The shadows are strange and they make you nervous as you find yourselves approaching Erin itself. You almost feel as if you have to hold your breath as the stone of the docks closes in around the ship, forcing it to move slower and slower until it comes to a stop behind the vessel. Until it comes to a stop beside the vessel ahead of it. Its ship just sort of crawling along. Somewhere ahead of you, an Irani guard, maybe 10 ships ahead, calls for a cargo inspection before the ships can be released into the Western Ocean.
What do we do?
You can transform into another person, I can be in the water.
Okay.
Peshek's assistant turns to you and says, "This is where we get off the ship and make our way back out of the tunnel."
Okay. Well.
Good luck.
Good luck to you guys. With whatever it is you're doing. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too. I'll see you around though, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, come here, short stack.
Please don't call me that. You're not that tall either.
Shut up.
You shut up. Once I'm done with this, I'll probably come back to the mainland and see about getting a job, so...
Yeah. Look us up when you do.
Yeah, of course. Well, make sure to write.
Yeah, obviously.
They will hug, but
Yes.
I am there. Hug me. Yes.
you're one of the coolest people I know.
You're one of the coolest people I know. Throwing spells out all the time.
I'm so glad to have known you.
You too, Pandora. I'm really looking forward to what the future brings for all of us.
Yeah.
Hey, Maze.
Yeah.
Always follow your gut.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Always have, always will.
You march to the beat of your own drum, and I respect you for that.
No. Don't knock yourself. You got good instincts too. Both of you do.
We will see you again.
Of course. Just you gotta do it with this first.
Oh, we will.
Yeah. Oh. See you on the other side.
Does Damon say a goodbye?
Damon comes to Maze as well. Puts a hand on each of your shoulders. At the moment, your memory of Damon is hazier, but it's still there. It's been great getting to know you so well. And just take care of yourself.
You too, Mr. Thlassi.
You're gonna do great things, kid. I'm gonna ruffle your hair one last time.
Thank you? Thanks. Sort of shoots these two a weird look of like, what?
Yeah, he's cool.
Okay, well, see you on the other side and maybe see you round two.
Yeah. With that, you're ushered off the ship. And look back at your friends.
Good luck.
Big smile,
Yeah.
big wave.
Trying to smile through tears.
And Pashek's assistant cast invisibility on both of you.
Dope.
And you just start heading backwards down the tunnel. Away from the docks, away from the errand guard. Pandora and Icarus, with Damon, you left stood there, staring at the empty space where Maze had been a moment ago. But keeping the smiles up just long enough in case Maze is still watching. Damon's like,
Adira starts fully crying.
okay, so we don't have time, there's a checkpoint. We have to get off this ship and we've got to find our way out to the docks to the ship, the next ship that we need to be on. Okay?
Yeah.
And then we can bawl our eyes out about this later. But right now I just don't want to be arrested.
No. Okay.
Let's do this. Should we get off and
Just make our way.
Do we split up and then find each other or what?
I don't want to risk it.
Okay.
Okay. As you look around yourselves at this tunnel that you're in right now, make a perception check.
18.
18.
I am still watching you leave. That's an 8.
Staring at the
The
invisible
nothing.
shapes. Okay, you look around yourself. This tunnel is high enough for the masts, but either side of like the canal, essentially, that you're in now, the foot passages are about 15 foot wide.
Okay.
Plenty of crates and barrels stacked about them. You imagine maybe cargo has been seized from ships or removed for inspection, stacked up against the wall, making various sort of hiding spots. Icarus, you're looking ahead and you count maybe 24 Irani guards in gold chest plates with red cloaks. All of them busy with ships ahead of you. Everyone can do nothing but wait their turn in this line. And then ahead of that, you can see sort of the dimness of the light at the harbour at the other end of the tunnel. It can't be that far. The guards are between you and it. Pandora, you also see about 50 feet ahead of you. Two stand by an open archway to a set of stairs on either side. So like a set of stairs leaving the passageway and the canal
Okay.
on each side, which must lead up and out of the checkpoint for the workers.
God.
Ahead of you, 3 more patrol up and down the passage a little closer. Enough ships line the channel nose to nose that you could use them to move back and forth to either side with ease. So you could climb from the left side of the channel to the right.
Okay. I could cast the spell that helps us walk on water and we can literally just sneak our way through the
We
ships.
could do. There's probably just enough space between the ships and the edge that you could try that.
And it'll keep us close enough to the ships that people won't see us easily.
I mean, is it like is there a big amount of water between ship and dock?
Like,
Or like
you'd
halfway?
probably be shoulder to shoulder with the stone wall and the ships, but you could duck down and do that for sure.
Yeah.
And if we want to have less people do it, because I'm not great at stealth, I can just go under the water and...
How well lit is the sort of water portion of this?
Not really. They're not
Okay.
shining lights down there.
Okay. So like, we'd say it's like dim down there or dark down there?
Dim down there. There is light coming off the torches on the boats and in the tunnel.
But imagine it's quite overcast because of the size of the boats and
Yeah.
everything that's in there.
One moment.
So it would be half cover essentially in terms of how much cover you'd get for sneaking.
Okay. I can make it dark around us. So like
Yeah.
hopefully people won't see us moving through.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Would we be able to see?
You wouldn't be able to see through it, but I guess it's just one straight path.
And
if
other
you want-
ships in the way.
Yeah.
I guess.
Or we could try and make a distraction at one end and get the guards away from the doors.
Yeah.
I could definitely do that. I can cause a distraction at the other entrance. And if we're walking, then we can head...
Head in the opposite direction.
Yeah, we just need to sneak past a couple of these crates, right? I don't know, up to you guys. We can go on the water, we can go up the stairs. I don't know what's going to be up the stairs, but if we can't see down there, I don't know what that's going to be like either.
I think the water is our best bet. It's a straight route.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not great at stealth, but if I go under the water, I can breathe it, you know?
Yeah.
But I can make sure that you two won't fall in.
Yeah. What's the furthest away that you can cast something?
I can cast something, I'm gonna like gesture to the end of the passageway we've entered, like 300 foot.
Okay. Yeah, that's further than I can throw something.
Let's do it then. I trust your judgment.
Okay. Whew. So on you two, Icarus will cast Water Walk
Okay.
and like then help you both down off the side of the ship.
Okay. Keeping an eye out for anyone watching our way as well.
You sort of slide your bodies down. It's not so cramped that you're dragging yourself, but it's not roomy, especially for Damon, who's pretty broad.
And I will slip down as well, but like into the water. Like it's
You slide under the surface of the water and you can see there's not that much room between the bottom of the keels of the ships and where the ships are, but there's plenty enough to swim down.
Okay, so 300 foot behind us, so away from the way we want to go. Icarus is going to like focus on an area that no ship has entered yet, and cast Ice Storm.
Okay.
300 foot.
So you cast Ice Storm at the end of the tunnel, like where you came in. Okay. Pandora, at advantage, make a stealth check for being stood sort of down at water level. Damon will as well.
22.
Okay. You sort of duck down as this flurry of ice and arcane energy just like bursts into life at the end of the tunnel and catches the attention of all the guards.
Okay.
And quite a few of the people on the ships that are just waiting ahead of it, like, what the hell is that?
I'll give them a second to start heading in that direction, and then head the other way, like keeping close to Damon.
Like directly underneath their feet so I can just watch.
You start moving down the tunnel. Even with the guards rushing the other way, with them now on alert, you continue slowly and carefully. And Icarus, you can sort of keep your eye out ahead, stick your head up every now and then to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, I'll probably go a little bit further ahead than these two just to like make sure the way's clear.
And you make your way down the long, dark tunnel of the checkpoint until the sound of halyards in the wind and the cry of seabirds can be heard ahead of you. The air heavy with salt. Slipping from under one boat to the next, around the side of one to the next, you eventually reach the open end of the tunnel and emerge into the Erin docks. Your hearts ache with the sight of them. Long jetties sticking out into the bay with dozens of Irani ships lining them, from naval ships to small fishing vessels, stretching along the coastline of Erin as far as you can see. Behind you, the huge walls of the city itself reach out for the sky, keeping a barrier between you and most of the people you've ever known. They're so close now it feels like it would be just easy to reach out and touch them again. But you're not free from it yet. The boat that Peshek told you to look for down at the docks, the Loyalty, sits somewhere out here, and there are plenty more people and guards.
Okay, I can quickly go and scout. No one should see me if I'm underwater.
Okay.
And then I can come back and tell you which one it is and we can just go to it.
Yeah.
We like swim out to the docks and around.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say as you come up a little closer, now coming out into the light, Pandora and Damon have to get off the water because if anyone even glances this way, it looks strange.
We'll go hide somewhere.
Okay.
And then as you do, you and Damon sort of move down close to the docks and duck behind like some bushes.
Mm-hmm.
Icarus swimming underwater and popping your head up. Make a perception check.
She'll put her disguise necklace on so she doesn't look so obvious. Perception 14.
7.
Okay. You see something troubling ahead.
Oh no.
Never a break.
No.
A huge number of guards have gathered in one spot on the docks. And out into the water, several smaller vessels that look like they carry more guards. It looks like a whole regiment of them, by the looks of things. They seem to be surrounding a single, very unexpectedly large ship. At the very least, they're blocking the way to explore the docks further. At worst, you will be easily caught. It's clear that they're here to make sure nothing foul is going on. Beside them sits an enormous vessel, unlike anything you've ever seen before. It must be the size of a warship, but twice as wide, like a floating fortress. Its towering deck some 20 foot out of the water, and on top of that, structures that look almost like wooden houses between the sails. It has the regalia of the Irani Legion hanging from its halyards, a monstrous construction of dark wood and red flags that looks as though it's bulging under the sheer weight of its own construction. Surely some kind of miracle keeping it floating at all. After a moment, you realise what you're looking at. The guards are loading dozens and dozens of people in chains onto what must be the prison ship. The rough clothes of the people being loaded are marred with dirt, dressed in whatever they'd been imprisoned in, now soiled with time spent in the cells. Dozens of windows along the outside of the vessel are barred with iron. Pandora, from your vantage point, you can just make out across the back of the ship a name etched into the wood: Captivity. The regiment of guards block the dock itself to prevent anyone from moving past them, be it prisoner or civilian. They form a living wall, their hoplite shields interlocking to cover all of the gaps between them. Icarus out at sea, this strip of ships seems to be constantly scanning the docks and the water to make sure nobody can escape as they transfer the prisoners onto the Captivity.
Oh shit.
Make another perception check. That's about halfway down the docks if you're looking for the ship that you're supposed to be getting on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
18.
5.
Pandora, you and Damon sort of in the cover of the brush. Sneak a little closer. Just move down. Try and get a look at the other ships that are here. You can't really see the names of them, but you realise there's no vessel on this side of the wall that matches the description given to you by Peshek for what you're looking for. Not only that, there's no chance that any of the small ships this side of the Captivity could take to the open ocean safely.
Fuck.
Of the ships you can see on this side of the wall, one could. The prison vessel itself. When the guards frog march prisoners onto the back, it would be easy to slip into their ranks, or through What you spot now must be an open hatch to a cargo room or something at the back of the ship.
Where is it? Where's the ship we're meant to get on?
I don't know. It's gonna have to be...
It was definitely today, right? Like we were meant to get on it today, this time now.
If this Peshek's assistant came down, I mean...
Should I contact him?
I don't know what to do. We need to get Icarus back up here. We need to talk to him.
Yeah, I will try casting message at him to see if it will reach him.
Say it just about reaches.
Icarus, you need to get back here.
On my way. I'll just underwater swim back. I'm not going to bother poking my head up until I can climb out.
You can slip out of the channel and up onto the water, like sneak past the end of the tunnel. You see most of the guards far down the checkpoint tunnel are still gathered around trying to understand what went on.
Could you
feel a little bit smug about that.
Could you see it anywhere? Their loyalty?
Nope. And they are keeping such a close eye on the water.
Where is it? It's meant to be here.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe on the other side?
I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
We can try and hide out until this is done, but there's so many guards.
But this is the ship we told you about. This is the one that's gonna get, like, overrun.
It's gonna have to be your call. We can try and hide out. We can... If you want to get out there and chase this ship, I mean, it's right here.
But will we be in the right place for midsummer?
Fuck. I think that the fates, no matter what we decide here, the fates are pretty sure that we're going to be in the right place at the right time.
Okay.
Considering that dream that we had.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't want to suggest this.
What?
We get on this ship.
The prison ship?
Why not? It's the one we'd be following, like you pointed out. It's going where we need to go.
Yeah.
And what, just hide out for however long it takes to get to Archeneos?
I mean, look, the size of it, maybe.
You told me that they were going to wait until it was one day out of Erin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got one day, this time tomorrow.
And then, what, get on the ship that's coming to meet us and hijack it and get out of there? Or
We could do.
I mean...
Anything's worth a shot. We just need to get out of here. We need to get out of Erin right now.
It's that or we go back into the city.
I don't think that the council would care that we've got pardons right now.
We're not going back in this city as free people, not yet.
So we leave the city as pretending not free citizens.
Do we go in the cargo hatch or do we join the ranks of the prisoners?
I want to stay as far away from those guards as we can.
Cargo.
Cargo hatch. Okay. We can do it.
Damn straight we can. Damn straight we can.
Okay. You approach very carefully along the docks. You reach maybe 30 foot away. You find a vantage point where the guards are mostly turned away towards the queue of prisoners, going up a ramp around the far side of the ship. On this side, the cargo hatch hangs open on what must be a low deck. Will you make me one more stealth check? Icarus, if you want to take the time to remove your armor. Damon is going to ask to place his things inside the bag of holding.
I'll do the same.
Yep. Put everything in there. Yeah, she'll take like weapons and stuff if needs be as well.
Come on now. Who's not gonna sell me out? Okay. I'm trusting you on this.
Seven.
6.
Okay. Damon also got 6.
Oh my god!
Winning. Anyway.
You don't know if you've been seen or not.
Neat, dude.
You cross the path quickly, as fast as you can. You hurry to the water's edge, towards the cargo hatch, and you sort of wait for an opportunity with the ship's like swaying slightly to one side in the harbour water, and Damon will just pick each of you up and just push you up to grab onto the edge and climb into the hold. And then he will just
Arm out, I give him.
jump up, grab your arms, and you can pull him in. As far as you're aware, no one saw you, no one yelled for you.
God.
You fall into a dark, dusty room, stacked with boxes and travelling crates, nets, barrels.
Nets like stock nets or like hammock nets that people would come and sleep in?
No, like sort of fishing nets. And you sort of quickly tuck your way behind these things, hide in the dark, and you wait there. It's not long, maybe another half hour, silent in the dark, before the cargo hatch that you climbed in through is pulled shut, and you hear the click of a lock. And then a psst, as it seals arcanely so the water can't get in. You're there in the dark, counting down minutes again, waiting for something to happen, until you feel the weight of this giant floating fortress pull away from the Erin docks out into the Western Ocean. And I think that is where we will end tonight.
Fuck!
Y'all in trouble.
Bye, Maze!
Bye, Mr. Thalassi.
Oh, fucking hell, it's so much more than I thought it was going. Oh, I was like, that was the sucker punch to Damon's heart.
No! Come back at once!
There's business to be committed.
And with that, everybody, we're going to take a short break from Winds of Fortune, power through some Dawnbringers, come back to you with a whole new story arc, now that we've wrapped up Arc Velatus.
Velatus.
I'm going to kill you.
And I suppose you'll find out what Chase is up to at the table next time we're back.
It's just Maze. Like, it's just one day.
Maze is like, oh, I just...
Oh, whoops, I tripped and
I
was
tripped
like...
onto the... I got caught and they just put me on the prison ship.
They, the Fates laid a little trap for me out of red string and I got entangled in it.
And they're like,
You can't just
draw
leave
you
us.
back in, Maze.
I hate it here.
I hate it here. Thank you everybody so much for joining us for the first arc of Winds of Fortune.
Leave a like and a comment if you hate it here.
If you hate it here, subscribe to our channel.
Smash that like button. Ring that bell.
Make sure that your notifications are on if you hate it here.
I'm not even sorry.
No.
Thank you guys for playing.
Thank you for DMing.
DMing.
And thank you all so much for watching everything that we do. We'll be back next week on Wednesday, same time, with the next chapter of The Rising Dawn. But until then, we are nyxrising, and we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Chase can't get over the toad.
Why would you put that in there?
Maze is still staring at the toad like
Stout.
Wet toad.
Hello friends, it's Maze. Thank you for joining me through the last 34 episodes of this adventure. I can't wait to see what Icarus and Pandora get up to next. Next week, the Dawnbringers return in a new chapter, Carnival of the Damned. Disclaimer, no clowns involved at all. This week's episode was sponsored by Be So Lovely. Check out their RPG jewelry collection via the link in the description, and be sure to back their Kickstarter to get your hands on your favorite class ring or necklace. Don't forget you can support Life of the Party at patreon.com/nyxrising, or check out our Teespring store for merchandise for both shows. And special thank yous as always to our executive producers, Adira A, Emily Hogarth, Jameson M, Lissa, Katelyn Ferguson, Alexandra Johnson, Liam Moran, Nathan Scott, Meghan Charles, and Benedict Allen. Until next time, may the winds of fortune blow forever in your favor, and we'll see you on Wednesday.